Five, four, three, two, one.
Buenas tardes and Merry Christmas. What's going on, Hannah? What's going on, Bart? Miss Boo, Sean Little, Shay Sky, what's going on? Sam motherfucking Night, Jen, what's going on? Happy holidays, folks. What's going on? Merry Christmas, everyone. Well, we got what, 14, 15 days of Christmas? Yeah, countdown time. You got New Year's. Yep. A lot to go through. I was supposed to go live yesterday. Hey, Miss Boo. What's going on, Miss Boo? If I didn't say hi. I was supposed to go live yesterday, but obviously something came up at the last fucking freaking minute, like it always does. But I got took care of it, so it is what it is. Sometimes you gotta, real life is it's very important, especially at this time of year. You know what I mean? Everybody's hectic. Everybody's it's not a relaxed type of season. You know what I mean? Everybody's a little intense. Everybody's kind of struggling a little bit with this or that or the other thing. So I want to send my blessings out to those that are struggling during this time. You know what I mean? So I know there's a lot of people that go through it through the Christmas time. So just keep your head up. You know what I mean? Or bad times are temporary. They tell me so. It's all good. Bart, what's going on, Bart? Shay's got an area for me. Pro B is in the building. So I'm glad that YouTube Cries and Lies came out with a video, which puts Mike in a heap of trouble. I didn't know that if you pretend or if you do own a a computer that's government, you're not supposed to be using it. I don't think you even supposed. I think you're not even supposed to be threatening to dox people on a government computer. That's what I think I hear. We'll listen to the video. See, you learn something new all the time. See what I'm saying? But I don't know. Quick Vic should be up soon. I don't know. I sent him the link. So let's see what happens. Good to see everybody piling up in here. I was gonna play another song, but I think that's enough. All right. So like I said, I found something very interesting about that. Hey, correct me if I'm wrong, but that dude Berto, you guys, yeah, Mike is level 27. You can do, yeah, okay. I heard that dude Berto. Now I don't king shame, but correct me if I'm wrong, somebody in chat. But does he like the caca? He likes the caca. You know what? I'm not gonna even talk about it. It's not even worth it, man, because it's really nasty, and I don't want to. It's I really don't feel like talking about that. It- yeah, I know. I saw. I kind of saw that. I was watching Kane's live stream, and oh my god, dude! I don't know. I can't have somebody that's gonna be. I can't do it. All right, so let's start here. But I heard something even worse than I was like, I don't know if I want to talk about that. It's pretty gross. Pretty gross. Pretty destroyed the whole page. He destroyed the whole panel. Internet guy, did he? I know. So Berto was a love child. Internet guy, crazy as shit. Look what internet guy said. He says, oh, where's it at? Okay, right here. It says, no, I stole Berto, love child from Mike Cerrone and Samurai. I can believe that. Lotus, what's going on, Lotus? Miss Boo, Hannah, happy holidays. I was hoping Berto versus Mike. That would be epic. Ah, dude, I will host that probably. What? I'll leave him up here. I'll leave him up here to do their thing. Whatever. You know what I mean? I would. I honestly, I would host that. I would. Why not? You know what I mean? Nova, what's going on, Nova? Maybe Christmas, Nova. All right. So, like I said, according to this video, which I watched a couple times, you can't be threatening people with doxing if you have a government computer or pretending to have a government computer to dox people. That's a no. It's a TOS for sure. It's a TOS for sure. You can get somebody in deep shit. You can get a channel taken away. So you know what I mean. This is for those who host Mike that have Mike on panel. I mean that's for those people. You better be fucking careful. That dude's gonna take you the fuck down if you're not careful. Hey, Mr. B, what's going on? So you got to watch what he says, man. That's what I'm saying. It's why because he's reckless with his words, as we all know. So let's watch this and see what we come up with.
They are. That's who it is. I just pinged it. It's all Randy Mick Sr. And keep going, Randy. Keep going, Randy Mick Sr. That's who it is. Let's see. Why is this person asking about your ex-wife? I'm not sure. Well, my ex-wife was in Tennessee.
Is she alive? You know, like is she a ghost? We're talking about ghosts. Is your ex-wife a ghost?
That is. I'll ping it real quick. I'll tell you who that is. It's gonna take me a few. I gotta run it back. I gotta reverse it and run it back.
No, it's not possible to reverse someone's YouTube URL to find their personal information or channel directly. The URL structure on YouTube is designed to only reveal the video ID or channel name, not the user's private details. Why you can't reverse a YouTube URL? Encoded information. The part of the URL that identifies a video or channel is usually a string of random letters and
Listen to this closely for the next time he says that. I know one other person that said that it can do this. I always was I wasn't sure, to tell you the truth, to be honest, keep it about. I wasn't sure if that was true or not. But there you go.
Numbers, which is encrypted and cannot be easily deciphered to reveal personal information. Privacy protection. YouTube prioritizes user privacy, so the URL doesn't directly expose sensitive details like email addresses or phone numbers.
But we had and my son's in Ohio. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like
Pull it up real quick.
cell phone waves destroyed whatever frequency allowed us to be able to see the cursor.
Spike, what's going on?
You got Barbara Knight, and you have Cheesehead. Let me pull these up. I'm pulling all these accounts up.
Do you think you could, like, what do you think would happen if you made a room and you just made it out of like pure aluminum, so that the only stuff coming?
All right. So all these sock accounts are Randy Mick. They're all Silly Rabbit. That's who they are. That's who it is. I just pinged it. It's all Randy Mick.
You know, Mike is not only a little bit wrong. He's always way off. You know, he's not like he almost had it. No. He's never. No, he's way the fuck off all the time. Jesus Christ.
Senior. And keep going, Randy. Keep going. Randy Mick Sr. That's who it is. Let's see. Let me see.
Well, you listen. Obviously, Banana allows that type of shit, the doxing of that man's name. So it's shit. Consider the motherfuckers. So
Words, they all say wrong. They say you're wrong.
That's right. It's Randy Mick Sr. That's who it is.
Well, Leggy's back.
Me and Leggy are chill.
Supposed to reincarnate, or do you go to purgatory? Is there?
I don't know. I think maybe some people do, some people don't. Born. Who the fuck knows? Sure. Hey, you know what I mean? Maybe that is what it is. Maybe that's what purgatory is. Having to live your life over and over till you get fucking life.
Who do you think built the pyramids?
Look, that's a big question. I mean, there's some theories out there of who did it, but I mean, nobody truly knows. I mean, you look at like.
You think purgatory is being in a room with Berto and Mike for a couple hours? That's purgatory.
The Mayas and the Incas and shit. There's some archaeologists out there that, you know what I mean? That's the problem with the ramp theory.
Yeah. Hey, Banana, why did my wrench hit?
I took yours and Eric's. I was like,
it's all good. I mean, there's disgusting shit in chat, like disgusting, talking about butt plugs and my family, and so I don't want to be part of something like that. So.
What are you so worried about it? Do you use butt plugs or something, Mike? Why are you so butthurt? Huh? If it doesn't apply, why you get so butthurt? You know what I mean? I don't know.
I'm just giving you a heads up.
We're talking about pyramids.
That's family stuff. That's like family. You don't talk about stuff.
You need to focus on the topic, Mike. We're talking about pyramids.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Jake.
It's okay,
gross. Well, if it's fine and gross, I'll just talk to Lady about it.
It's just gross. It's disgusting.
So you just hate the
Egyptians.
They're not gross people. They just.
I'm trying to have a real conversation.
So this is Jeremy Irwin.
It's actually a good versus. Mike versus Berto. First one to rage quit. You know what I mean? So hey, you know, you never know.
This is Jeremy Irving. This
Is this your troll, Mike? Are you trolling us? You're trolling us, Mike?
No, not at all. This is Liliana.
It's funny when you do it other places, but
yeah, no, it's okay. It's right. But talking to people's family and stuff like that, talking about butt plugs and people's family, I don't talk about stuff like that. I don't do
Jesus
that.
Christ.
I don't do stuff like that.
You said you were asking Gen X Jeff if he wears assless chaps, and you said you would be his gay husband and cook for him.
There you go. There you go. So, what's your deal, Mike? You're gay one day, and not gay the next day. So, you know, make up your mind, bro. Make up your freaking mind. Do you want the butt plug, or you don't want your butt plug for Christmas in a big box?
And you talk about, well, I mean, it's a fucking joke. Just let it go, guy. Gee. We were having a good conversation about fucking like weird alien shit, and you're ruining it, Mike.
I'm not ruining anything, and this is your tactic. This is what you want, and that's okay.
My bird
What are
farm.
you talking about? Mike, what are you doing, buddy?
I'm
Mike,
drunk.
what
I'm
are you
drunk.
taking this
I
into?
haven't had a drink in like a week. I haven't had a drink in like a week. I haven't had a drink in like a week. I haven't had a drink in like a week. I haven't had a drink in like a week. So
He just wants
Wait
it
a
to be the
second.
mic.
I
He
didn't
just
think
wants
you
it to be
drank.
the
Wait
mic.
a second. Wait, Mike just admitted he drank. Mike just admitted he drank. Mike just admitted he drank. Wait, Mike.
Leggy loses his mind here for some reason. Leggy, Mike lies. I don't know why you're kind of all over the place. Like, you blew your top. Yes. He lies about drinking.
Mike just admitted he drank. Mike just admitted he drank. Mike just admitted he drank. I'm confused. Mike, what are you doing to yourself? What are you doing?
Honeybees.
Right.
What are you doing? Mike, come back to the conversation.
Like, where are you working out at, Mike? Where's your workout?
I mean, I'm looking pretty good, right? I'm looking pretty good.
I thought you were going to fight
I'm
stuff.
so confused. What's going on? How did you get back to Mike's physique from?
Because I mean, apparently we got to talk about Mike, and it's fine, you know. And Mike's over here trying to troll us, you know. So it's whatever.
I'm so confused. What's going on here right now?
I mean, I gave in. I just gave in. I was like,
Fuck
fucking,
it, Hannah. I don't know. I come up here not to troll Mike, and Mike wants to troll.
you're right. Mike wants to smoke today.
Am I drinking? Am I drinking?
I didn't say, who said
Nobody
you were
who
drinking?
said you were drinking. Nobody said that.
Oh, that's okay. Real MF who is Leonard
Didn't he
Daly.
just say, Mike,
Quit
you
reading
understand
the,
or
quit
is
reading
that
the
not
chat,
drinking?
Mike. Quit reading the chat, please.
Exactly. Come back to the conversation, Mike, at hand.
You
Let
lack
me
of
tell you
focus.
something.
You lack of
Let me tell you something.
Please,
Hold on.
Mike, I'm
Let me tell you-
begging you. Like, I'm begging you. I'm going to get clipped the shit out of for begging Mike Cerrone to come back to reality and have a
No,
conversation. I'm
I'm
putting
good.
my name out there, brother. Come back to the conversation.
relevant and really.
Come on, Mike. Fuck the trolls for a minute. Come back to the dark side, Mike. Come back to the dark side. Obi-Wan
Nobody-
Kenobi is calling you. Wait, that's the good
Nobody
side.
can control it.
You
You
Nobody
will
can
not read the chat.
An old system person. Like you know what I mean? Like they would have had to have some.
What's up with that noise, man? Yo, what's up with that? You know, use some lubrication or something on that thing that you're sitting on. Whatever you're sitting on, it needs to be lubed or something. You're making a lot of noise.
Way to create a centrifugal force in order to create that suction action. You know what I mean? Because that spinning of that pump and stuff.
When the let's say like a hydraulic.
I got
Have you ever smoked a gravity bomb?
Give me a second. Let me really go. Vic, what's going on, Vic? What's up, buddy?
What up, man?
Chilling, man?
Oh,
You good?
yeah, I'm good. You?
All right. Yeah, I'm chilling, brother. All right, I'm gonna continue on. This is too fucking funny, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they have it. They have an ancient Rome, though. You know what I mean? They have found ancient.
Dude, I don't know what's going on with Mike, yo.
Roman cranes.
Banana. Real quick, Banana. I got to bounce, man. I got to bounce.
Alrighty.
Like I said, I got to bounce. This is the most disgusting chat I've ever been on. In free.
That's what you're doing. You're bouncing on something. That's why all the grunts and all the noises. Do not jump off. Nothing. Don't jump on anything.
Quit looking at him.
No, real quick.
Hey,
Hear me out real
Kane
quick.
is back.
I mean, you said you were gonna bounce. I mean,
No, that's okay. Just real quick. In 3 years, it's the most disgusting chat I've ever seen. So if that's your chat, enjoy. Enjoy your chat. Have a great time.
You're gonna throw a little bitch fit, Mike? Come on. You're acting like a bitch, Mike.
I'm not
You're acting like a bit of a bitch right now, Mike. We're trying to have a conversation. You're acting
If you're going to talk about your children or your wife,
you don't have a wife. I don't have a wife.
But
You
listen,
stop.
what I found out,
You wouldn't
it
allow
don't
it, but
matter
you
how big you
That's
are
all right.
and what
Okay,
content you
okay.
had.
Well, then
Oh,
go ahead
that's
and have
cool.
a good day then, Mike.
It's all right. I'm just going to starve you of content. Have a great day, guys.
All right. Bye.
Did he say I'm going to starve you of content? That's what he said. Oh, Jesus, you're not going anywhere, Mike. You're not going anywhere, Mike. So I don't know why he says that.
All right. So these pyramids, how do you like?
Ex-police officer Michael Cerrone, allegedly of Virginia Beach Police Department, is violating YouTube terms of service by consistently attempting to instill fear, manipulate, harass and or threaten others by revealing personal information or implying that he's using government-issued hardware to do so.
Just implying. Now listen, I rewound this twice. I watched it like 3 times. So just the implication that he's using a government computer can get him in a hot, some hot water. So.
Especially when talking about weapons, violence, or going real life. This is possibly a cybercrime. The simple fact is Michael Cerrone is not hacking into YouTube's very secure database.
My bad.
Disclaimer, this is all documented for YouTube's TOS.
So basically, his lies can get him in some hot shit. Is this over with? I think there's a little bit more. There you go.
ओ भाई ये क्या है?
All right.
Whose
Shout out
channel
to
is that, Angel?
Shout out to YouTube Criers and Liars. I got the link. Go hit that link, man. If y'all wanna, well, most of you guys I should sub, but the ones that haven't, go sub to him because obviously he has a lot of content over there. That's where I get most of my
Is
stuff.
he dropping
Let's
any?
keep it a buck.
Angel, is he dropping any new content? I haven't seen him drop nothing.
That was new. That was new right there. That was yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, this is new too.
On this channel.
It's cool. Be in law enforcement. I'm telling you right now, the reason why they didn't stop her
All
because
right.
she's a minor.
This is combat. This is Combat Wombat channel.
On this channel.
It's cool. Be in law enforcement.
Oh,
I'm
that's
telling you right now,
There you go with the lies.
stop her because she's a minor. And if you put hands on a minor, you can catch charges.
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
Now you heard what he said, right? Being in law enforcement, meaning that he's a cop. Once again, here we go. One time.
On this channel.
It's cool. Be in law enforcement. I'm telling you right now, the reason why they didn't stop
You
her
need to
because
stop
she's a
that
minor.
shit, bro.
If you put hands on a minor, you can catch charges.
Correct.
Okay.
Right. But
And be brave.
We don't care about dirty Mexicans.
That's what I'm
If
trying
my
to say.
daughter brought home a black man, I'd be all, it's a good kid, I'm going home. That's a good man, keep him.
Can I say something?
Would you love your black grandchild? You stupid son of a bitch, asking you that question. If we were in person, I'd kick you in your teeth.
Okay, bro.
Can I,
Be
can I
brave.
say
Be
something?
brave.
Listen, it's a channel. If you like the back and forths and the battling, that's the Jet channel. Sometimes I try to watch it at times, but it's so much. It reminds me of Eli's channel, of the people's podcast. It reminds me of that a little bit. It's really
Kinda,
hectic.
yeah.
Be brave. Be brave.
Yeah.
No, it's all right. Be
I say
brave. You're
something?
talking to be brave. You're talking
Who
to
was
an
he gonna
officer.
kick
Be
in the
careful what
teeth?
you're saying online. That's all. But please go ahead, guys.
Can I say
Saga of Agent Cerrone is an epic tale spanning several years and
What'd you say?
Who was he talking to when he said he'd kick you in the teeth?
I don't know, man. He was talking to somebody. I was just focusing on the part that he's saying that he's law enforcement. You know, he tells
He must
everybody
be
that.
racist.
Don't know. Couldn't tell you, to tell you the truth. Okay. Senior Citizen Sal, the saga so far, 12/8/2024. So saga continues, I guess. Yes.
numerous countries. In 2020, a humble
Atlanta
carpet
girl.
cleaner turned FBI exposed an international crime ring in Vegas run by a real-life supervillain. Now, he prowls the YouTube streets battling for truth, justice, and some well-cooked basil and spaghetti.
Who is Michael Cerrone? Michael Cerrone, aka Agent Cerrone, was born in Palermo, Italy in 1946. As a child, he frolicked in the tulip fields and occasionally slaughtered goats with his bare hands.
He was a very gentle child, but he had unusually large hands and was prone to fits of rage.
Michael was born to Eduardo de Leon III, who sired his
That's great.
mistress Angelina Amico of Sicily, and was raised by his grandmother in Naples.
The details of my life are quite inconsequential. Very well. Where do I begin? My father was a relentlessly self-improving boulangerie owner from Belgium with low-grade narcolepsy and a penchant for buggery. My mother was a 15-year-old French prostitute named Chloe with webbed feet. My father would womanize, he would drink, he would make outrageous claims like he invented the question mark. Sometimes he would accuse chestnuts of being lazy. The sort of
he invented the question mark.
General malaise that only the genius possess and the insane lament. My childhood was typical. Summers in Rangoon, luge lessons. In the spring, we'd make meat helmets. When I was insolent, I was placed in a burlap bag and beaten with reeds. Pretty standard, really. At the age of 12, I received my first scribe. At the age of 14, a Zoroastrian named Vilma ritualistically shaved my testicles. There really is nothing like a shorn scrotum. It's breathtaking. I think
I got Eddie backstage. Yo, give me a second. This shit is funny as hell, man. Eddie, that's you, Eddie. You should cam up. All right, let me see. Eddie, what's going on, Eddie? 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 Oh,
Eddie.
Maybe not Eddie. Come back, Eddie. Come back.
Eddie was live a little bit ago.
That's why I put the banner up, because he was live earlier. Okay. He'll come back.
Suggest you try it.
Put the banner up.
The details surrounding Agent Cerrone's career are murky at best and scandalous at worst. He has been an FBI agent, a therapist, an anal rapist, and even a doctor. Bizarrely enough, this has made him a bona fide
Hold up. Here we go again. The banner. My bad, guys. Is you ready?
It's me.
Okay, sir. What's going on? I thought you were live. That's why. I said, well,
helmet. I want the meat helmet. How do I get a meat helmet?
What's up with you, man? You good?
I'm doing great.
Good stuff. I thought you were live, so that's why I was questioning if that was you or not, because I know you were live. Yeah.
Yeah, I want that meat helmet.
How
do I order a meat helmet?
Amazon.
YouTube celebrity.
What do you guys know about him? I mean, the man walks with an air of confidence. It's rarely seen.
Hey, Rick, what's going on, Rick?
He has t-shirts, action figures, comic books, video games, and even movies in his likeness. There is even a full-blown syndicated TV show based on his mythos. Michael first came into prominence as a sleeper agent for the Vegas Valley Community Watch crime family. He would sit amongst them as if he were a member, quietly taking notes in his spiral notebook and sending it to the authorities and his handler.
It was all part of my master troll. Convinced them that the IA imposters were making me look like a bungling oaf. Picking my nose to deliberately distract them when my cover was nearly blown. It was truly a precarious situation. First, I got that disgusting midget Joseph to divulge all the details of his daily routine. I feigned interest while my stomach was churning, night after night of the same dribble. I took up drinking on the job just to get through this assignment. Things got hairy when Tommy DTV, that triangle-faced fuck, almost gave away the game, but I judo chopped him into oblivion.
After the fall of the Amico Empire, Michael took solace under the Hand Banana Republic. This relationship is tenuous at best and often ends, repairs, and then ends again. Animosity remains high. For a brief period of time, Michael traveled the barren wasteland of YouTube seeking shelter. At first, he tried to become one of the Puerto Ricans. He feigned his best ebonics, professed a love of fried chicken, and danced poorly to terrible music. Alas, he was exiled and shunned. They told him to
He didn't do well as a Puerto Rican, by the way. He failed.
keep his
miserably.
cracker ass elsewhere. It has been speculated, though not proven, that Michael may have had a role in the disappearance of Nick Volt aka Harneet Gruel. Nick Volt was an early sycophant of amicos. At first, Nick played a moral gambit against Amico and was indignant to the misogynistic, racist, and homophobic cretin. Yet he capitulated when he thought this was his shot at YouTube stardom.
I had my team pick up Dr. Volt for questioning. He's sitting in an 8x10 cell somewhere in Texas thinking about whether he wants to give up his buddy or continue getting waterboarded.
Some have claimed to witness the specter of Nick Volt wander across the YouTube streets. But these are mere urban legends for now. Given Agent Cerrone's propensity to exaggerate, it's possible that he's still alive out there. There have been many biographers documenting the legend of Cerrone, Proby, Combat Wombat, the National Enquirer among them. We record this information for future generations so that they may know where this greatness originated.
Thank you for supporting Agent Cerrone's fight for truth, justice, and the American way. Godspeed.
Agent.
Damn, Proby with the National Enquirer, man. He's hit it big time. Damn, Proby.
Mexico. I used to be a carpet cleaner turned FBI agent, but now I am a simple bean farmer in Guatemala going by the name. My life was pretty good up until my bad decisions came back to haunt me. I was working on a cold case, investigating the Vegas Valley crime syndicate. Every night, day after day, I would sit amongst them and regale them with tales of my heroics, my wild financial success, my harem of women, my illustrious black card, and my lavish head of hair. Unfortunately, I got too close to the boss's daughter.
Yo, it even sounds like him.
My 50th birthday.
As they are, brother.
Ronnie came to me with a rather shocking proposition. He asked
shit.
my chemistry.
I know, Mikey.
This is Proby video?
No, I just seen it Citizen South. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like a movie, brother.
That he made through his career with the FBI.
Oh, I remember that picture.
I was astounded. I always thought that Mike was a very moral man, and I was thrown confused. But I was also particularly vulnerable at the time, something he knew and took advantage of. I was reeling from a cancer diagnosis that was poised to bankrupt my family. Mike took me on a ride along and showed me just how much money even a small meth operation could make. And I was weak. I didn't want my family to go into financial ruin, so I agreed. Every day, I think back at that moment with regret. I quickly realized that I was in way over my head, and Mike had a partner, a man named Gustavo Frang.
No, it's not a true story. Fake Jeff. Fake Jeff thinks it's a true story.
Mike essentially sold me into servitude to this man, and when I tried to quit, Frang threatened my family.
It's a hell of an edit.
February 1st, 2020. Or I've taken a young wife named Marguerite. She sells avocados at the market, and I harvest beans at our ranch. Life is simpler here for now. The bill collectors think Mike Cerrone is legally dead. I occasionally pop back into YouTube in order to keep up the charade of being the bumbling oaf persona Mike Cerrone, to keep up appearances. They are none the wiser. What's up, man? Yeah, I don't strike channels. I was just messing around. I was just playing games. I was just joking around. I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't strike anyone's channel. People will talk about your past and what you've done 20 years ago.
or what you have pending now. But if you look at their lives are 10 times more messed up than yours. Okay? So I've raised 4 beautiful children. I found out about a year and a half ago that I had a year ago. I found out a year ago that I have another child.
You know what? Even if I think this is, one of Mike's truer stories. I do believe this one about just listen to it.
I never knew. Those simpletons at Vegas Valley told me everything, but now I'm trapped living a new life. It's only a matter of time until I make my dramatic rise from the grave. And had no communication, had no clue, because I was ordered to take a test. Then yes, this is your kid. I don't know the kid, only met him once, and they ordered me to pay $20,000 in back child support. I paid $6,800, $1,850, and $1,500. I paid half of what was owed because the court fucked me. The court hit me on back. But I never knew it was my kid. I have no clue. Bro, you know how hard it is out here to pay your rent?
You know how hard it is for that young lady that you impregnated to raise that child by herself? Okay? Maybe she had to get assistance from the government, you fucking freak. What are you talking about, bro? How hard it is. You don't got it hard. You don't do nothing. You don't do a damn thing. Sit around and scratch your balls all day.
You know what I'm saying? It's difficult, and I'm doing the best I can. I'm doing what I can. I did not pay anything. I'm not
thinking, Mike, let you say
I paid over 10 grand.
Hold up, everybody.
I'm not going to be on a panel with him. I'm not going to, bro. I'll just bounce off.
Mike. So I don't think this is a fight for you. So I recommend for you to bounce, so you don't go crazy and tell me that you're gonna fucking strike my shit, bro.
I paid over 10 grand.
We don't play that.
No, check this out real quick before I go. Check this out. I paid over 10 grand for my 401k, right? You know what she did? You know what she did with the money?
Hold up. Wasn't his 401k something like 100,000? So now it was on. Mikey. You see it? I didn't even expect this. There you go. 10 grand for his 401k. There you go. You cashed it in.
We don't care.
Eli, I will let my place.
We don't care what you did. She's not
I will
going to
let my
count
place.
out. Just like you don't like people talking about your business.
Hold up. Father the troll. Hold on, everybody. Father the
She
troll.
went to Hawaii for 2 weeks. She went to Hawaii for 2 weeks with a boyfriend. Without
The walking lie.
Good for her.
I'm just telling you, that's what happened. That's what happened. So I'm taking money out of my 401k to help pay for this child, right? And then she goes to Hawaii for 2 weeks.
You don't have the standard that required to be next to Father the troll. So I'm
Josh makes shit up. He just makes shit up because he has no content. But
that's
I paid over.
That's what.
Nobody has any content according to Mike. Yeah.
That's all right. That's okay.
That's what trolls do.
Let's see what he's gonna make up now. He's gonna make shit up about you probably because he's probably here because of you. I don't know. I find this
of course
very
because they have no content because he's a fat bitch. I will expose the entire criminal enterprise that was going on. Don't believe Saul's claims that I forced him to manufacture methamphetamine for him. He's trying to frame me and obfuscate that he was the mastermind all along.
Rico.
After returning to the United States after serving my country in Grenada, I was harassed by a small town.
I think we seen the Rambo thing one time. He did it was a separate video. All right, let's end it with this.
Anybody, he's a great father, a great teacher. He knows like everything there's to know about chemistry.
Because I would always volunteer at the children's hospital
I think this is the time that he went to those ladies that lost children. I think so. He gave this little speech, which made me almost throw up in my mouth.
And to see a child in pain, or a child hurting, or a child that needs you, for anyone to hurt that child, lock me up, because I'm gonna stop you. I'm sorry, ladies. I think that
How he even makes it about him during these. Oh, I can't speak on this because it's just gonna rile me up. You know, these ladies have gone through it, and will forever go through it, and you make it about you. How in the fuck do you do that?
these young men and women, especially people that have special needs, especially people that are handicapped, they should be protected. They should be loved and nurtured, because this is how God, dealt them. But it's hard because people are so cold and callous. And this young man, I hope this young man comes home. I hope he's okay, and I hope he goes to someone who loves him. Go ahead, please.
1 hour later.
Megan, I hope.
What do you hope? Oh.
Pray that you die a miserable death.
Wow. You're such a
What the fuck is that, bro? God bless you, man.
That was just an hour later. So he gives that speech with, obviously he's faking the funk. And then he comes and goes to Bananas and wishes Megan a death.
He's patient with you, and he's always there for you. He's just decent.
Angel,
I have heart disease. I'm dying.
And he's dying. Go ahead, Vic.
Angel, what the fuck was that, dog?
What was up?
He just wished somebody death?
Yes, he did. He's done that plenty of times. He's done it to me,
I never
Megan, a
heard
whole bunch
you
of people.
say that.
That's how
Hold on before you continue.
Would you say he's
That's
your hero?
Oh yeah.
So-
Yes, ma'am. Totally. My dad is my hero.
You hear me?
Eddie wants to say
Point, I've been advised the best thing to do is not to engage with him. Of course, once everything happens, I'll be able to.
My bad. Go ahead.
So I've been following that case, Sebastian Rogers, the child that's missing.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah,
I've heard about
dude. And like I'm deep into that case, and for that dude to act that way, and then an hour later on another panel acting a different way.
He doesn't care. He
Heartless,
kisses
man.
ass. He's up there, and that's what initially when I saw that, I went live and I was pissed, and I said a lot of fucking things, and I was just fucking venting because I couldn't believe that man went up there and was in the chat, claiming that he was a therapist and this and that, so they let him up. And while he was up there, he was nothing but lying, and then an hour later, he wished somebody death. So that's Mike Cerrone for you. Yeah.
Will say whatever I want, and he will not, under penalty of committing a crime, will be able to do any of the things he's doing. But I do want to point out that it was not his idea to go after my work or try to find out where I live and stuff like that. In fact, he's trying to harass my tenants because I own a few houses, and in fact today I got a message where I was like, "Do you live in Mesa, Arizona?" I was like, "No." Do I?
Too much info. My God.
Own a house in Mesa, Arizona, and the reason why I'm sort of self-doxing that is because if you start harassing my tenants, that's an additional crime.
You know what, Megan? I may take a trip to come see you.
Oh my God.
Come see me then, Mike. Come see me.
I will. I'll come see
I
you.
have more friends than you.
I'll come see you. I'll come see you.
With your
And so when you guys
Come see me, Mike.
you guys get by each other a beer, or you guys get
Banana, what you just no, hold on. What you just allowed was the most no, it's okay, Banana. What you just allowed was the most disgusting fucking thing I've ever seen.
Megan took it to him verbally, and he blamed Banana for it. So obviously he threatens Banana because when he loses, he blames other people.
He's such a piece of shit.
Yeah, so come up dead relatives. You're wearing a fucking you're wearing
We hope you've enjoyed No Moral Theater.
The 5 warning signs that someone's a narcissist. No.
No.
Saga of Agent Cerrone is an epic tale spanning several years and numerous countries.
He said no more theater.
that someone's in our
I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so this is YouTube Cries Alive. We're gonna go down memory lane a little bit down the memory lane. This is a good one. Dude, it's so hard to pick from these fucking videos. So many of them. Shout out to the chat. Hit the like button for Angel Newfound Life, Mr. B, Miss Boo, Jake, everybody. Always me, Samson, motherfucking Night, Paul. All right, let's go.
narcissist. Number one,
Merry Christmas,
would be
peeps.
that they're
Merry Christmas.
very reactive if they experience any form of feedback or criticism. Okay. Number two, oppositionality. They don't like being told what to do. Number three is empathy. Empathy is very superficial. Narcissistic folks are great at thank you cards and thank you gifts, but they're really bad at true gratitude. The fourth I would say is egocentricity. It's really hard for them to not hijack a conversation, interrupt people, and constantly make it about themselves. And what is the fifth sign? Constantly having to put other people down to lift them up. I have at least one person comes to mind, that YouTube guy, Michael Cerrone. Very weird, very creepy.
That motherfucker is talking to kids inappropriately. Like, it's like people don't hear me when I say it. Like, I mean, you understand the words that are coming out.
It's been a while.
Well,
I wonder how old. Fuck it is. Dude, Tommy's high, bro. You can tell he's high. I mean, I know a lot about this stuff.
Even like Mike's around getting a fight or something. I haven't really paid attention.
Oh,
to
here we go. Here we go. Some drama, yeah. Are they fighting?
That's kind of what I assume happened. Oh wait, is that the real Quick Vic?
Keep that clear. I'm just keeping it real. Like, that motherfucker is talking to kids inappropriately. Like, it's like people don't hear me when I say it. Like, I mean, do you understand the words that are...
You got to put up those receipts you say you have. No, it's okay. So there are people that come on different platforms that are maybe underage, right? And if you're having a conversation and you're not saying anything explicit,
That's the real Quick
I'm
Vic.
sure if you had a little kid, even if he's like 15, transgender or bisexual or something, but I don't know. I haven't seen the actual quotes in the Bible. So you're talking about a Lord and Savior being gay. There are people that come on different platforms that are maybe underage, right? And if you're having a conversation and you're not saying anything explicit, there's no law being broken.
Now, if I had to guess, that isn't the real Mike. I think that Mike always comes in here.
If you say something explicit, like, in other words, I want to meet up, or, man, you look, really tempting.
What?
Liliana!
There was a point where I think like some kids popped up and I shouted orgy and then I clicked off of it. What about that? You go to jail for that? No, because you're not propositioning them. I don't think there's any fruition to that to be. I don't think there would be any legal grounds there, right? Like, come on, what are you gonna do to me? First of all, they shouldn't be on the website. You gotta monitor some of the shit they're watching or doing, because kids are fucking stupid.
Who made you the monitor? Who made you? Who gave you a badge and said monitor these fucking? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get into it because this is a touchy subject.
Super fucking stupid. Dumb fucking kid. Like. Kids are fucking stupid. So you gotta watch them.
Watch your own kids.
Listen, I'm gonna ask you this.
Watch your own kids. Don't watch other people's kids. How about that? Huh? Very simple.
I'm gonna ask you this nicely. Please remove this. Please remove this person. Transgender Jesus, you're going to time out for a while because you're being mean. You're talking about Jesus Christ, our Savior. Me and you we both love Jesus, and that's disgusting. Yeah, but I'm not sensitive. So, I mean, like I told you, my feelings aren't very sensitive. Proby says, don't remove it. I put it in timeout. I didn't completely remove it. It'll be back in a bit. Well, it is Proby. It actually is Proby. Proby, yeah, I don't think so, because Proby is right there. Proby's still doing it. So Proby is the guy who lives with Wombat. Yeah, they're in the gay sex thing. They're like an old man and a young man. Yeah, it's the guy who used to go with them when he was underage. So shit! Did you get Cholo Proby?
That's a lot of allegations out there, man. Obviously he's way off. Proby is not combat's. He's not even close sometimes. You know what I mean? I wish I could say, well, Mike almost hit that right in the head. No, he's always like miles off. You know what I mean?
Proby, did you get Cholo? They would go and they would follow Glenn Serio. These are who these people are.
Jesus transition. Oh, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's funny, but that's me. I heard Jesus might be like transgender or bisexual or something, but I don't know. I haven't seen the actual quotes in the Bible. That
you're talking about our Lord and Savior being gay.
Well, insinuated one way or another, but I don't know because I haven't actually read those quotes, so I don't know. I would have to see those quotes. If you guys are saying he is transgender, can you guys give us the verses? Because we can look them up pretty easy. Me and Mike both own Bibles. Keep saying it though, like you're showing them.
That's all right. If you want to have Megan doing all this shit, that's up to you, Megan.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna do whatever I want, and all you guys are apparently gonna be mad at me, including you,
Megan
I guess, Mike. Apparently, everybody's gonna be mad at me, Mike. I mean, geez.
But why are you talking about Jesus?
We're trying to watch the fucking video. You brought up the chat. Let's watch the video. I timed out the transitioning one. They're talking about Jesus now because you showed that you're sensitive about it and that they will. They're gonna pick at it now. Now that you showed them. I do, but I'm not showing them weakness. I'm not showing any weakness. I'm not.
God damn it! I hate to agree with this motherfucker, but that's what Mike does. He starts pointing things out in the fucking chat when he should be ignoring them, especially when they come at him pretty hard. When people do come at him pretty sideways, ignore the fuck out of it, man. But no, you got to bring light to it. You get in your field. Good.
Angel.
Yes, sir.
Did you notice Gen X Jeff's picture?
In the chat? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck.
Not a fan. Not a fan. Just saying.
Not a fan of the picture, you mean, or Gen X?
I'm not a fan of the picture because he's got a swastika on his forehead.
All right, let me look at it. Let me look at it again.
I'm not pretending. I'm not pretending that I'm bothered by any of it. I'm not doing anything. I'm not showing any. I mean, what I'm thinking, I'm not saying, and I'm not showing any of it. Right. And that would be my advice for you, because
to be fair, that wasn't him. That whole thing with Jeff's face, that wasn't him. So obviously, what subscribers do, they pick up on other on things that are out there and make them their own. But to keep it real with you, Eddie, that came from somebody else. Actually, Ham Banana drew that picture, so you know what I mean. It was picked up, so now it's out there, so it could be used. It's like almost like fair use. So
no, I'm just not a fan.
Oh no, I get it. Yeah, absolutely, me neither. But you know, I didn't draw it. You know what I mean? Obviously somebody else drew it. So yeah.
You're saying it's disgusting, it's bothering you. They're ramping it up more and more. Have you noticed that? Ever since you started saying this is bothering me, they all started saying it in unison because they're all like, "Oh well, Mike's mad. Fuck Jesus. Fuck Jesus. Mike's mad. Fuck Jesus." You know, like that's what they're doing because they're just trying to get your goat.
What's going to be great? What's going to be great is when we pass away. It's all right. When we pass away and we go before God, we're going to go into the kingdom.
I sure hope so, because I do believe in God.
Oh, don't you hate those Christians that do that? Mike is one of those. He decides who goes to hell or not. You know what I mean? Bible thumping. You know what I mean?
They're going to burn in hell for talking about Jesus that way.
You know, like I do hope there is something in the afterlife. We just can't be too sensitive about people that say things we don't want.
I'm not upset. So Weenie's hitting it, and then Jake has the gun to his head.
Why would you laugh at something like that, you sick fuck? That's not funny. I don't know. He has a warped sense of humor. It's not even sense of humor. He's just sick in the fucking head for say things like that.
Yes, and then Jake has the gun to his head. When the Canadian bitches came in, he completely turned on me. Completely. Oh, he's a piece of shit.
Jake never liked you. What the fuck are you talking about? You never had a relationship with Jake. If anything, he was cordial with you, but you were never buddies on VV. Never. Y'all always going at it. You, Cheese, and him are always going at it most of the time. You know what I mean? He never liked you. So what are you talking about? He turned on you. To turn on you would have to have been your friend. So stop talking shit, right?
Fuck it. It's like, what the hell did I do to you, bro? Women control him. Go ahead.
Judas! It could be true, but I think it's very temporary, and I think you're gonna get over it pretty quick. You know, and
you gotta get that.
Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
You gotta get that interview when he went on La Puffy's, and he had that whole interview, and he like spilled the beans on him watching the girl get. and didn't do anything.
Gee, he talks about Tommy a lot. I thought he just talked about me and a few, but he's always repeating the same stories, and he's obviously with his own fucking twist and his own narrative. So, but he's always slamming these people for something they came out and shared with the people, honest, something honest, something that to help other people, people like Tommy that share that story, or Jake or Cheese or people. You, Quick Vic, and Eddie, you guys that share your stories, you know what I mean, and somebody comes and weaponizes it, it's sick. You know what I mean? It's like you put that out there, because knowing that it might get clipped one day, it might be used against you. And this motherfucker just uses it as a weapon. You know what I mean? Thank God he's a moron and nobody believes what he says. So there you go.
Anything about it?
Tommy's not getting into transgender heaven at all, dude. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
There's no heaven for him. Sorry.
No. Then he was talking about. Remember, he was saying that the one time that he got the girl hooked on, and then it was partly his fault.
I guess, I don't think he really takes any blame for that, but I guess
obviously he doesn't understand addiction. And when you're an addict, okay, most of the things you're doing while you're under that spell, I call it, you're immoral. You know what I mean? You're out there trying to get high, whatever. So, Mike, stop being so fucking judgmental. Look at your life, bro. Look at yourself, bro.
In a way, but people are responsible for their own actions. It's hard to be like, oh, somebody did drugs, so it's my fault. Fuck that.
Wasn't he with a girl that?
I think it was somewhere around there, because that's why Wicked Weenie and Squishy and them, they all turned up. Wicked Weenie actually was like, I will never be on a panel with Tommy DTV ever again. And then the bitch 3 weeks later came back and act like he didn't hate girls or anything in real life, mind you.
Well, when did that fucking happen? Shit, clue me. I never heard that. I don't know.
Real life, you're literally hanging out with a guy that, but whatever. He also watched a girl get. Did nothing. Yeah. He was all high, whatever. Cool. That's your friend.
What I think happened was, I think Weenie flew to Pennsylvania and she pegged Tommy so good that now they're besties.
Actually, I think they both went to pick Tommy, and then I think Tommy actually.
And that's only funny to you, Mikey. Only to you.
Really pegged Jake because Jake loves being pegged.
So Weenie's hitting it, and then Jake has the gun to his head.
Oh, once again. What a horrible.
6 signs he's a predator. 1. Manipulative behavior. Predators often use manipulation to gain trust or control over their victims. This can include gaslighting, guilt tripping, or exploiting vulnerabilities. 2. Lack of boundaries. Predators may disregard personal boundaries, either by invading personal space or pressuring others into uncomfortable situations. 3. Grooming tactics. They may use grooming tactics to build rapport with potential victims, gradually desensitizing them to inappropriate behavior. 4. Isolation. Predators often seek to isolate their victims from friends and family, making it easier to exert control and manipulate the situation without interference. 5. Aggressive pursuit. They may exhibit overly aggressive or persistent behavior when pursuing relationships or interactions, ignoring signs of discomfort or rejection. 6. History of abuse or misconduct. A documented history of abuse, harassment, or misconduct is a significant red flag that someone may be a predator. 6 signs he's a predator.
Just Mike Cerrone. Good luck with that, you guys. Good luck with.
These 4,000-ish employees would have had access to live user data. They could access individual users' personal information, including their live data. Have I got that right?
Yes, sir. If they so they would have access to the production environment. If they spent the time to meander around and look around, they would find that they could access these large troves of data,
including geolocation data. Did you testify to that earlier?
I know IP locations and that they do use geolocation services based upon IP addresses.
Wow, 4,000 employees with access to that data. That's extraordinary. So those employees would be in a position then, if they wanted to get this information and dox for users. Is it fair to say?
That is a concern of mine, sir. Yes.
Wow. That's a significant concern. 4,000 people with the ability to dox individual users.
Hello.
Honeybee.
I know you. I want to play a game. Here's what happens if you lose.
Mike doesn't know shit about anything that he did. It's like, whoa, damn, I wish I would have read that.
This is what the feds do when they're building a case on you. First, they're gonna watch you for like 6 months, take some pictures, they're gonna pray somebody snitches, then you're gonna go to court, and they're gonna take them pictures, that evidence, statements from people, and they're gonna try to give you 20 to life. So you better be careful what you're saying and how you're moving out here, because one really bad mistake can get you 5, 10, 20 years.
Yes. What a great video by Vegas Valley Constantly Cries. Now, I've said, and I shouldn't say this, I'm just openly going to say it again. Mike, you got to be careful. Channel owners, be aware. Beware. Mikey is saying things that he shouldn't be saying with the whole government computer thing. He shouldn't be even claiming that he can dox people and he has one of those things. That's the TOS, okay? So just, you know what I mean? Have him up. I don't care about that part. It's the fraudulent shit that he says. You know what I mean? He can't obviously do it, but even the threat alone can get him in hot water. So let him keep saying it, I guess. You know what I mean? In a way. But all right.
Dominican Republic. I've been to Dominican Republic twice, you know. I even went into Haiti, which is like unheard of. You're not supposed to go into there, you know.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
So they had the voodoo growing up. Yeah. Haiti was always scary because that's where all the voodoo people were.
But seeing the way.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Jeff.
I'll give you an example.
Here comes combat. Combat right on him, boy, like white on race.
Jeff, I'll give you an example. Jeff, I'll give you an example. So I go to Dominican Republic the first time, right? I go the first time. And you get off the plane, and the airport is tiny. It looks like a mini mart. That's how small the airport was in Punta Cana. And you go through customs and all this other stuff. And
it's not Punta Cana, okay, you idiot. It's Punta Cana, okay? Punta Cana, not Punta Cana. Cara Matata, you idiot. The hell are you saying?
You get on a bus because you're going to an all-exclusive resort. Like, so you're going to go to a resort.
This is in Haiti?
No, this is in Dominican Republic.
Where did you go in Haiti?
Which borders Haiti?
Right.
Borders.
There's the same island.
Where did you fly into in Haiti, Mike?
So going through the town. Excuse me. Going through the town.
Hey, we're not going to.
Hey, no, stop. Just calm down. Don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, excuse me. But what I'm trying to say, Jeff, is going through the town, you're driving past people living in cardboard or I would say particle board shacks, right? And then you pass a certain point where there's homes on the beach.
That happens here in Seattle, too.
That's every freaking where, Mike. You just described basically everywhere, including the states, islands, or whatever. You know what I mean? You come into Philly, you go into Washington, there's always a part of the city that's that there are a lot of homeless, a lot of drug use. Yes, you're not describing anything that nobody knows, Mike. You're rambling.
Yeah, you pass by shambles, and then you get to the resort, and it's like you're in heaven. Like, so what I'm trying to say is that some of these countries, it's so unappropriate, like it's disappropriation, like people live in.
But you can see that here too in America.
Jake, you might be right. Mike might live in a hood. He seems like the hood type, right? Okay.
That's stratification.
But out of the United States,
what's disappropriation?
But out of the United States, it was shocking to me to see I almost felt embarrassed.
Which movie just
being on a
from
resort
85?
where all the food is free, where you can gamble, where you can do anything you want on this resort.
Now he said that story about how bad it was, what that that particular part, just to come back and say how good he had it, all all food included, all drinks. It was all about him. It's not about the people that are homeless or nothing like that. Mike goes, that's a circle. That's a circle.
But 1 mile, 2 miles down the road, people are living in shacks. It's just
That's how Vegas was too.
Yeah.
And they kept all the homeless people off the strip because they didn't want the tourists to see them.
It's eye-opening. It's an eye-opening experience to go outside the United States. A lot of people live their entire life.
I see that in the United States. Like all I'm saying is you don't have to go out of the U.S. to see that, to have that eye-opening experience. Because my eyes have been opened here in the U.S. about the same type of stuff.
Yeah, and it's a whole different thing overseas, though. It's
you would
it's
walk
a completely different dimension.
Right. So you'd walk
outside of American culture.
Can I speak? It's okay if I speak?
Okay, we're not going to be able to have both people on at the same time. So what are we going to do? Do I do a poll?
But it's funny when you would step outside. You would step outside of the resort.
Hang on. Before we continue, I got to figure this out. Wombat, did you have a topic?
I heard talking about world travel and going around the world, and I've worked in Beijing.
I would love to talk about that. I don't think you and Mike are going to be able to talk.
He's been around the world and he hasn't taken a shower.
Okay.
I'm fine.
I'll drop.
I'm
fine.
Because
I'm completely. Jeff.
You want to rotate? Like I can hear you around the world, and then I could break Wombat and hear his.
I'll let Mike talk about how he's never been to Haiti. He thinks Dutch people are in Belize.
Okay,
well, but I don't want this to
just
be
give me
the
1
Mike
minute.
show.
Sorry. Just give me 1 minute, then I'll drop. So
I've been to Belize. I've been to Belize. Have you? Have you been to Belize?
No, you haven't. You said it's full of Dutch people.
No, I don't believe it. You have fleas, but you haven't been to Belize. But I believe you have fleas.
People.
It's the Netherlands.
If you've been,
it's the Netherlands.
If you've been,
it's the Netherlands.
If you've been to Belize, you'd know it's never been a colony.
Breaking news. Mike Cerrone got kicked off panel.
Yeah, we're going to try again. I don't want this on my show. This is not what I started up the stream to do. Not even for 1 minute, unless y'all want to pay.
A few moments later.
I'm going to bring Mike back up simply because he's the one that stuck around. So he's still backstage.
But Jeff, if
he'll stay back there. He'll stay back there. But Mike is one of those people that'll stay backstage all fucking day until you let him up. Fucking freak.
You notice what I do is it doesn't bother me, number one. Number two, it shows their idiocracy. It shows how ridiculous they are.
I smell it.
It shows how weak they
well,
are.
It shows a lot of things about all the parties involved.
Yeah,
not just them or you.
It's funny. I mean,
and I want to tell this real quick. I discovered that I have a locale of my own that I just realized that I have.
Now watch this. This was kind of okay. You didn't say anything to Jeff about. Jeff is gonna call Mike a locale. That's what he's referring to. I have my own locale. Now look at Mike's reaction.
There's this lady on Big Brother this year. She's a Karen. She's a big white lady from Minnesota, I think. And every episode, she has some kind of drama over something. People are eating her charcuterie. She didn't get included in the alliance. She thinks people don't like her and are going to vote her out. So she's always having these little drama breakdowns over nothing. And I realized that I actually tune in to see it. It doesn't feel like a real episode now if I don't get some Angela drama. And I realized that she's a locale. Like I am only tuning in to be entertained and how pitiful and pathetic this woman is for a grown lady. And I'm like, okay, now I relate. I have a locale of my own. I know what it's like to tune in for it. I think I'm getting there. So you are that person for a lot of people.
Well, it's what's really funny is that they don't even realize that they're my locale. They think that I am, but
no, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. No, you can spin this one all you want, Mikey. It doesn't work that way. You're the locale, no doubt.
They're mine.
That's a whole
You
fact.
sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
It's just funny.
Well,
It's
they're my
funny.
cash cow. Well,
It's
they're my
funny.
cash cow. Well, they're
It's
my
funny.
cash cow. Hopefully.
People, they don't.
Jeff said, "You're my cash cow." Hopefully, I don't know if he's made any money on Mike. Has he? Has he made a couple dollars off Mikey's stinking ass? I don't know. I have no clue.
They don't own me, bro. I own them.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Like, get away from me, you know. Just
A few moments later.
Don't seem to. All right. For whatever reason, you don't all those civilizing forces that are normally in place
go play it from
start to
later.
break down in the presence of each other.
I'll try not to ask questions.
And there's a lot of in Virginia, especially where I'm at in Tidewater, like Richmond area, Eastern Shore. There's a lot of
inbred
Indian artifacts like that. So they'll find arrowheads, they'll find all kinds of stuff. So, and if you look at the Eastern Shore, a lot of the cities, almost all the cities, are named after the tribe.
The middle of the mall chains. Yes, that's what that is. I you know what? I've never thought about it, but that actually does look. And knowing Mikey, yeah, that's probably the middle of the mall chain. Yeah, maybe with the cross all together, maybe $25, maybe 30. I don't know.
You know, going up to Eastern Shore, going up towards Maryland.
They have a lot of that here too.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Australia, 80% of place names are Aboriginal.
Great.
Mostly the small towns.
Awesome. Yeah, I think really what put Australia or Aboriginals on the map was Crocodile Dundee. He's a national treasure. And but you know, no one really, Americans didn't really know about Australia. They didn't see that. You got to check that bird out, man. It like laughs.
I've seen it and heard it all the time growing up. They're everywhere.
Oh. Hey, Sam.
Australia's always been on our map. Kangaroos, Newton John. I don't know if what Mikey's saying is a fact, but I don't think so.
A few moments later.
I expect to be in one of these funny videos because like everybody else gets the funny videos. Mike over here, he gets like 400 channels made about.
But I think I don't know if it's laughing with so much as at. I don't know if it's laughing with so much as at. I don't know if
it's at. Yes, Jeff, you got it.
It's laughing with so much as at. We all know.
What up, Moose? Long time no see, bro.
I know. I've been.
Are you guys brothers? You guys look like twins.
Almost, man. Look.
He's got a beard.
Tommy?
Yeah,
Moose
Tommy.
Oh, yeah,
Moose,
kind of.
Moose D.
The face shape.
What's going on?
Looking man, what can I say?
Hey, man, you know. You handsome bastard.
Tommy?
Yeah.
Tommy rocking the white jacket, looking all fly and shit. Get out of here, man. You're walking around with the, you know, I'll take 2 slices. I'll take 2.
Oh.
Tommy, isn't it great being Italian? Isn't it the best thing in the world? It's just
you're so fucking creepy. Listen, Italian people, God bless them. It's a beautiful culture, just like many other cultures. But Mikey, big spaghetti eating son of a bitch.
There's a theory. Do you think when animals wash up on fish wash like whales and dolphins?
I'm about to take Tommy D on a date. What'd you say, quick?
I said that was racist. You spaghetti eating motherfucker.
I couldn't help it. Yeah, he's always hitting on men. Lately, he's been hitting on men left and right, though. I don't know about that, bro. You gotta check yourself before you wreck yourself, Mikey.
Dolphins wash up on shore, which is very, very rare. Whales and sharks. Do you think it's some kind of weather events happening?
A cloud seeding, maybe.
Well,
yeah,
no.
Cloud seeding could
Hold
cause
on.
it.
Asking questions like the most open-ended fucking questions ever.
Like literally.
Yeah, it's like, how's the weather? You might as well just said that. He's fishing for conversation.
Dude, could you be any more fucking general than that?
What's your favorite color?
Hold on. If the
Think
current
with your
is
brain.
red,
Favorite movie?
I'm tired of this guy not thinking with his brain.
Oh, did you see that video that I showed last time? He's hitting on Jeff. He's asking Jeff how how he likes his penises and how big he, it's like creepy as fuck. And he's like, I'll be your something husband. I'm like, Mike, yeah, coming out the closet fully. Yep.
Brain.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
you
I
can't
got a serious
control
question.
that.
I got a serious Hold on. I had question. something.
You're gonna get
Lanza,
very
go ahead, you go.
frustrated.
Lanza, if there was
What's your favorite food?
if there was 100 cocks on the wall, how many would you choke on, Lanza?
Jasper.
See, this is the type of stuff I'm supposed to be moderating.
No, it's
For
a
some
trick
reason,
question.
Lanza and Moose get away with it.
A few moments later.
What
I get that
terrorist
confused with
flies?
Soul Plane.
Like, that was kind of weird. Like, snakes on a plane. Like, a terrorist is going to use snakes to bring a plane down. Like, I mean, come on.
Yeah,
That's
no,
like far-fetched.
we all know the snakes are underground. Even Jeff knows.
The Pope. They make it obvious when they make their underground temple in the shape of a snake.
That's it.
Yeah. What was the movie with Brad Pitt where it was the zombies? What was that movie?
You just have thoughts and then say them out loud before filtering them to care to see if anyone else will care.
Because there was a scene in that movie where the zombies were
Everything's a
attacking
movie.
people on a plane.
Pop Fry. Happy holidays, Pop Fry.
Was it 28 days?
Oh,
No.
28 days later?
It wasn't 28 days. It wasn't 28 days.
I like those 28
Oh,
days.
I watch zombie movies.
Generation
Yeah, World
Z,
War Z.
something like that,
World War
something
Z.
Z. Yeah.
World War Z.
But
not
like
everything's
old-
a movie.
Oh, he's right. World War Z. Brad Pitt was in that. You're right.
Yeah. These zombies are attacking people on the plane. It was the craziest plane thing I've ever seen. Yeah.
I never saw it. I didn't know that was about
it was
zombies.
crazy, right? It was crazy, right?
It
Wombat?
was so real.
It was so authentic.
He's trying to warm up to combat, Wombat. Hey, right, Wombat? Right, Wombat?
I mean, it was 100% authentic. It really happened.
It was like as authentic as your mom's New York Italian cooking.
Do you know about my mother?
Here we go.
Well, my mom has on.
No, I just figured she cooked Italian. Is that an insult to an idiot?
My mother's not here, so why would you talk about my mother? We're talking about a
It is an insult to an
I want to say something about that whole mother thing, because I don't listen, and I don't necessarily believe that Mike has lost his mother. It could be, but and I said a few things, including about his mom or whatever. But I don't believe Mike. I just don't. You know what I mean? I think
suck your mother off.
I think that's his mother. The lady that you hear back there, that's his mom. Be it his stepmom or whatever. You know what I mean? I just don't believe him. So whatever.
You know,
Mike,
Mike's
don't
the
like
only
you,
person
Mike.
in
You're
your
there
job we can
for
talk
us.
about that to.
Mother for. Where's your mother?
That's what I said. They
Calm
can't
down,
help
Mike. It's
themselves.
okay.
All right,
Where's
he
your
didn't know, Mike. Mike, he didn't know.
Calm down.
I mean, let's not break
Where's
family.
Where's your son? Where's your son?
Where's your mother?
Where's your son?
Lanza, my mom cooks Italian food. My mom.
Did I catch everybody?
And I think that's my point, Jake. Yeah, he talks so much. Yeah, and two wrongs don't make it right. I get it, but sometimes it's my goal. It's the only thing I really. And I'm not gonna apologize ever about it, because Mike does talk about people's families and their kids and how people look and women and this and that. So if that's gonna crucify me for saying what I said about his mom, well, so be it. I'll be crucified for it.
Is that
Breaking news. Mike Cerrone got kicked off panel.
are those the
I
two
think so.
so far? Okay.
Yeah.
Let them
but
simmer for a little
maybe
while.
they just need a little time. I'll bring them back.
A few moments later.
I have to tell you one thing, and I'm going to be very
Just one
respectful.
thing? Just
Jeff,
one
I'm gonna be
thing?
very,
But
very
see,
respectful.
Wombat, you doing it now. Hang on.
I'm going to be very respectful.
I'm going to let him get his one thing out. Go ahead.
Yeah. Wombat's obsession is dangerous. It's not.
I didn't
good
know
for
you were. Hang on. I didn't know you were talking about one. I didn't know that was going to be your one thing.
Yeah.
That
So Wombat,
that drama's
your
over.
Yeah, your
or y'all
obsession
can
is
take it in Discord or something.
No, I don't go on Discord. I don't do that. But I think that you need to have, if you're going to come up on Jeff's panel, show him respect and don't be like this. That's all. Have a conversation.
Right, but you do it too. Like,
yeah, he derails. Listen,
Is that true, Angel?
I don't know, but when he's pointing people out, throwing
Is he in
jabs at
Discord?
no, he's not on Discord. When he's throwing jabs at the guests and talking about the trolls in chat, you are derailing the fucking conversation. You make it about you, so you disrespect panels all the time, Mike. I don't want to hear it.
that's what I'm saying. You
I
all do
don't.
it.
Jeff, I back off all the time. I back off all the time. I always back off.
But
You know?
just like I don't want you being the topic. Like I don't want you being the show. I don't
That's
want
right.
Wombat being the whole topic.
But
either.
there's
I
an
want
unhealthy.
all of us to be participating in some larger conversation.
But I think that in some people in
Oh,
generality,
look at
some
that
people
picture.
have an unhealthy
No.
obsession.
My goodness, his boobies are dropping down to his navel. Damn, that's a big sag. You see that? Look at his scrawny neck. Oh my goodness, great. That wasn't me, by the way. I'm not that good of an editor, by the way.
What
Look
the
at that
fuck
fucking
is
face.
that?
He looks like a turkey at Thanksgiving, ready to get his neck chopped.
Yo,
Damn, look at his
looks like
boobies.
he got a bra under that shit.
No, he needs one. He needs one, big time. He needs one.
Yo, that's
Yeah,
crazy,
that's a
man.
lot of that's that's pretty awesome.
With other people, I think it's
Yeah, but we know all that. Like we've covered all that. I just want to have a regular conversation about
Let's
what
do it.
alligators or whatever
That's
topic.
a lot of hang time.
I think Tulsi would be a good speaker.
That's a lot of hang time. You could probably dunk those cities. Air
And he's
titties.
still up here?
Speaker of the House. I think she'd be the
Yeah, I
best
think
speaker.
she'd be a great speaker.
What you say? Great.
And he's still here?
Yeah, he's down there. He's listening in. Yeah, he's chilling.
Is she
But
even a rep?
But
She's
she
still a
still,
rep?
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay.
yeah, she is. But Speaker of the House is
I see.
the only thing in government that you have to be elected by your peers, not the voters.
Mr.
So
V,
that's
that is.
But remember, Speaker of the House is third in line for the presidency. It's the only non-elected official that can actually be the president. Does that make sense?
No,
Yeah,
there's
they
lots
keep
of
Keep
non-elected
swapping them out
officials.
like the Republicans
you
did
look
with
at the-
what's his face.
Oh, sorry, Jeff. If you look at the whole presidential chain of succession, there's tons of them that are not elected. All the cabinet members, right?
Who's third? Who's third, Wombat? Who's third in line?
Let's see. It's going to
I
be
think
it's
it
the
is
vice
Speaker of the
president,
House.
then it's the speaker. Secretary of State's not elected.
All I said
Department-
was third. All I said was third in line. That's the only thing I
No.
said.
You said it's
It's you, Mike. You're third in line. Yeah.
the only one that's not elected.
That's not elected. They have to be nominated.
It's elected. You said elected.
Yeah, say he's fourth.
The voters, the American
No,
voters.
there's a
don't
whole
vote.
bunch of them after that. All these
Yeah, there's a whole
secretaries,
bunch that are not elected.
Agriculture,
Secretary of
education,
State, Treasury,
all that
Defense,
stuff.
Attorney General.
Yeah.
I know,
I think
right?
the speaker might be the only elected one.
And technically, is the vice president even elected, or is that just part of it?
No, the vice president goes along with. Well, they vote for
President.
both, you know.
The
Yeah,
president.
it's with the president. Yeah, and then
But
the
when you
cabinet
vote-
positions. The president appoints the cabinet position.
But when you vote and you vote for the president, you're voting for his running mate, the vice president. But you don't vote for the Speaker of the House. Have you ever had a ballot where you voted for the Speaker of the House? Have you ever seen one?
They're elected. They're an elected representative. They have to be elected into the House.
Yes,
boom.
he
You can't have a speaker that's
and
not a
then
member of the
House decides, votes on the speaker.
The House decides, not the voters. That's
But
what
the
I'm trying
voter
to say.
that's part of what the voters are electing them to represent, to do, to like represent them as well. So it's part of representing the people that
Yeah.
elected them as representatives.
Look at all the chirpers. But go ahead, gentlemen. I'll stop.
Nothing's happening.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
I really feel
no one
like
said
Trump-
anything.
There's bad press on everybody.
Sam, a fake Sam came last week, and I booted him, Sam. So yeah, I don't want a fake account. Mike, this Mike has been here, and the real Mike comes in once in a while. He's not blocked either, But this Mike he's pretty harmless. He's just trolling Mike basically.
I mean, is it
I
legit?
think he's a good speaker of the house. That's what I think.
No,
I think he represented this house as a good speaking guy. That's what I thought.
All right,
What
that's
did he
fair.
do good as speaker? What
What
why
did he
is
do
he
bad?
why
What
is
did he
he
do bad?
good as a speaker?
What did he do bad?
Yeah. Remember the guy wasn't
No, you're
here.
asking
when
me
he
what he
was
did.
around.
Who are we talking about?
I don't know anything
Newt
about it.
Gingrich. Newt Gingrich was
He
around
did
in like
the
the 80s.
what was welcome
What if
back.
Newt's been to Haiti? Do you think Newt ever went to Haiti?
You are
I don't
instigating.
know.
I don't know, but why do you keep touching your face? I mean, like the coke not hitting hard enough? What's going on?
Damn, Mike, you had to go there. You had to go to the cook, and you scratch a lot. You scratch. Listen, I found a video. I'll see if I find it where he takes off his hat, scratches his head, the top of his head, and whatever was on top of his head, he put it in his fucking mouth. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a scab or some fucking dandruff, whatever it was. You put it in your fucking. You have some type of thing. You scratch yourself, and then you put it to your mouth. You're gross as fuck, bro. You're gross, man.
Would you prefer I pick my nose or pick?
Anybody else?
Mike, breaking news: Mike Cerrone got kicked off of paneling.
Breaking news: Mike Cerrone got kicked off panel.
Gentlemen.
What do you want now?
Now Grumpy Drunk is happy now. Now he's happy because he's here. Yeah.
That's a fact. Grump loves Mike. Hey, Mike,
Yeah.
you act like I was setting you up on these panels, dude. I tell you every time. These people are coming up. They're going to talk their shit. You know what you're getting into. Don't blame it on me.
I kind of moved away from like that whole and just to be frank with you, like that whole like monkey stuff. In other words, I guess there's kids on there.
Mike, stop pretending, bro. You're such a bad actor, bro. You're a bad liar altogether. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what's going on over there. You've been over there. You said you didn't care, basically. So stop. Just own up and say, yeah, I'll go over there. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Whatever. But, you know, your excuses are so bad, bro. Just bad excuses.
After that.
No. There's, hold on, Mike.
Yeah.
There's no guess. There is. Okay.
Yeah.
Please don't come up here and play stupid like you don't see what Banana and Lawless are doing. Okay.
I'm not in Discord. So, I'm not in Discord. I
Well,
didn't hear
it's
it.
Mike, it's
yeah.
not even in just Discord, Mike. He does
Yeah.
this live, Mike. You're everywhere, so don't act like you don't see it, Mike. Please don't do that. Don't do that, Mike.
Yeah. I distanced myself from that channel. So,
No, you haven't.
And Eric's talking about they're going to sacrifice me. I don't know what that means.
What?
I would love Eric to try something physical and watch him get it.
I don't think when that idiot said that, I don't think it was a physical thing. Sacrificing, I think he meant it in a whole different way. And obviously, Mikey takes it, everything, literally.
Is it ass beat? But that's okay. They can say. Yeah, they can say.
Wait, I thought that was your boy. What are you talking about?
No, he would stick up for me.
No, not no more.
Yeah, no, but I could.
How do you feel? How do you feel about Eric talking about sleeping with my 6-year-old niece? How do you feel about Banana accusing my dad of dying of AIDS?
Now, when I was on panel when he said something like that, and I said, "Come on, man, that's messed up," and that's the truth.
I've never heard you say that, Mike. I've never have heard you say that, Mike.
Yeah, it's messed
All
up,
right,
you know.
Listen, hold on. Combat, I'm gonna bring you up. Andrew, I'm gonna bring you guys up. Let's not scream and let's at least try to have a conversation. Let's try something different here, please. What's up, Combat?
Yeah, you sound,
Bye,
geez,
Andrew.
you sound tired. You sound like you're
Hey, it's me.
tired.
Man, it's working.
Hey, I'll be good. I just got one question.
What's happening,
Mike.
man?
You know, Mike's always talking about beating people's asses. I challenged him to a fight months ago, and he turned me down.
All right, that's Mike. That's Mike.
I was wondering if he was.
Don't tell him out. Don't tell him out, guys. That's the real Mike right there. The one Angel New Found Cigarettes, the biggest piece of garbage on YouTube. I know you be in here, Mike. You're trying to blend in, Mike. I know your account, Mike. You fucking monkey. You little monkey, you. I got you. All right.
Enough to stand for a fight yet. You always talk about beating someone's ass. I want him to beat my ass.
You want a physical altercation with me over YouTube?
I want a physical altercation with you. Yes.
You want a physical altercation over YouTube words. So who's the Jew?
No. That's not you're mistaken, Mike.
I'm gonna leave your comments there so I can teach you how to diffuse, how to ignore shit. If it isn't true, Mike, I'm not gonna react to your shit unless you get real stupid. I might have to fucking take your comment away. But that doesn't faze me, Mike. You need new material. I've said it before.
I'm not mad at you, but you go around talking about beating everybody's ass, how you're a badass. I want you to show me that.
I didn't say that. I didn't go around.
No,
say
it
all the
time.
You
That's
say it all
phony,
the time.
You do, Mike.
I mean, so I look, Mike. Once again, I am challenging you. I am challenging you to a physical altercation, Mike.
This is the real Mike right here.
Or do you accept?
He won't.
Sure.
Okay. Where do you want to meet? Halfway.
So you're asking another man to physically fight over YouTube.
You don't get the gist of it, Mike.
That's the real Mike right here.
Taking it out like living.
Why doesn't that 151 IQ understand it?
I'll fight you if you came up.
Well, I'm naked in my bed right now. But I'll turn around.
No, he wants you to get
You said no one's being disrespectful, Cheese, but he just threatened to fight me. But that's not disrespectful.
Mikey.
Hasn't Mike threatened to fight other people in the past?
Oh yeah, all the fucking time. He's always
such a
threatening,
pussy.
Yeah, he's in the chat right now talking shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna even time him out. Suffer, Mike. I want you to suffer. I'm not gonna even time you out, brother.
Hang on, there was no threatening, Mike. I asked you for a physical altercation, and this is me, Mike. That's me.
Do you think you'd win? Do you think you'd win?
I think.
I think I would smoke your fucking head.
What are you carrying in that?
He's a pretty solid guy.
I think I would tear you a new asshole, Mike. So
yeah, you're pretty obese, dude. You're pretty obese.
I am obese, yes.
Well, what are you carrying?
So you shouldn't have a problem, right?
Like a bucket of chicken or something?
I buy a box of Knots. Mike, Cooksville, Tennessee. When are we going to meet? Let's set a date. I'm off Sundays and Mondays.
I don't know, man. You tell me.
Tyler.
Let's set it out for 30 days. After my foot heals. I got a broke foot right now.
What's up, Tyler?
What up, Tyler?
Good?
The thing is that Andrew. The thing is this: I carry a firearm, so I would never.
That's
want
fine. You can carry one.
Hey, there you
You
go.
don't carry a firearm to a fist fight? Are you kidding me? That's a
Come on, Mike. Really?
You can carry one.
Hold on. 1 second. I got to give a shout out. If this is really them, Predator Troll is in the building.
So
hey, Mike, you can carry a gun. I'm 6 foot tall and bulletproof. That's fine.
Oh, you are? I'm 6'3", so I'm a little bit bigger than you.
But I'm bulletproof.
I didn't think that an inch would be a difference.
I'm 6'6".
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
I'm not.
Are you ready?
So listen,
Hold on.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
My bad. As a
I'm
matter of fact,
6'6".
Shady, I'm a Satanist.
fucked up. He's
gentlemen.
my bad. Maybe I fucked that up. Okay. The funny thing is that Mike is 5'9", 5'10". You know what I mean? We go all. He hates when people say that he's he's not 6'3" and all this bullshit. He's short as fuck, man. He's a short fat. He's a short fat guy. He's a short fat guy. That's like he tells everybody else. He's a short fat guy with the big boobs, the nipples that touch the knees. Yes, he's the one. He's projecting.
Right.
Wow. Oh my God.
Aren't you supposed to be like family?
Equal opportunities. Being gay doesn't protect him from getting trolled. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But Saron, I do have a question. When you punch yourself in the face, you said it's fake. It's a deep fake. I actually do deep fakes. I know what the limit of the technology is, and it did happen. Sorry to tell you, buddy, but it did happen. That was not a deep fake. You heard the word crack. You heard the word crack, and then that snapped something in your head. I think that you're an ex-crack addict. I think that you're an ex-crack addict that used to smoke bundles of crack at a time, and then when you heard the word crack, you said, "Oh shit, I want to smoke crack," and then you punch yourself in the face to knock yourself out of the feeling of smoking crack, which is good to not go back to your old habits.
Wow. Yeah. So how do you have kids if your wife's a transsexual?
Oh wow! Now you're gonna
Here we go with the kids again.
Mike,
yeah.
Get the methadone.
Mike, have you ever seen Predator Troll's wife?
Yes, I have. I've seen them both. In a picture, they were in a kids academy.
Why? Because JoJo showed you a fake picture. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not a fake picture. That's a real picture.
No,
it's
Let me debunk something. I can guarantee you, and I don't know how to prove this. I have no clue. But JoJo never went backstage with anyone. Anyone? No way. He had Discord. If you wanted to talk to Joe, you had to, basically, if anything, go to Discord. But he's not a backstage. He didn't go backstage to talk to Mike at any point. He had no secret meetings with Mike. I don't know why he keeps saying that. He never
Why
had
does he say that?
I don't know. He said, listen, he swears up and down that he had a backstage meeting with Cheese. I think it was. I think he said, and other people. Listen, the only person he's been backstage that's been proven was with Thumper 88 and Sewage J. That's a fact, okay? That's a video out there. There's a receipt out there of him being backstage, making a fucking deal with the Predator. Yeah.
not.
No, it's not.
Well, I mean, it is a real picture of a real person, but that's not Nicole.
That's not them, you idiot.
Yeah, look at that. That's not a deep fake. Look at that. The punching is not fake, man. The technology is not there. It can mimic someone else's face, but it's not. It's you, dude. It's you.
Yeah. Look at that full head of hair. Look at that full head of hair.
What full
head
of
Yeah.
hair?
Okay. Great job. You have a.
That's not a full head of hair.
I mean, it's
That's
and it doesn't even matter.
I mean,
Yeah, and it doesn't. Saron, even if you know what, I'm probably going to be bald in 10 years. I'll join your club. It's fine, man. It's not a big deal. Who cares if you're bald or not? Who cares if you have titties? Who cares if you have,
Is that a full head of hair, John?
Sorry?
How's your cholesterol, Josh?
Oh, here we go.
Cholesterol is doing not bad, to be honest. It's going in the right direction. Yeah, because my being fat and being gay is very low level trolling. Like that shit you would hear in high school. Like, oh, you're fat, you're gay. Like you have to come up with something a little bit more original, man.
Did you get that?
You came up.
yeah, we did. We didn't tell you to come up here.
Yeah.
You hit
So what's happening right now is that Cheesehead is milking your titties for content.
Yes, the milking of the locale. Let me tell you something. Mike does not have a full head of hair. He looks more like an old mop. You ever use an old mop for too long? You got a couple of strings left, but you keep using it because it's your favorite mop. That's what he got on top of his head. Yeah.
You are a locale. You're a locale, and he's milking you.
No, not at all.
My
you got big titties.
Yeah. Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
No, not at all. They're not there, guys.
Look at them big titties.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Look at that. Quick. See?
What?
Hold on. You could poke somebody's eye out with that. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Damn.
Chocolate milk on one and strawberry milk on the other.
What the fuck?
Dude, not for nothing, man. That's
looks
a lot,
crazy.
bro. Dude, you imagine the shirt off? Jesus Christ. That's a lot of boobage. That's a lot of boobage. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. You could feed a family of 10 with that.
Yeah, see, yeah. Yo, you know what? Let me just say something. Earlier, I was motorboating my wife, and I don't think it was as big as that, to be honest. Like, that's a nice fucking rack, man. That's a nice rack, bro.
Josh, you're gonna. Everything in life is gonna come back around. Everything in life.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, karma's a bitch.
No, now we're at the empty threats part of the circular trolling. The circular trolling has evolved.
So Mike, Cook, Tennessee, a month from today.
1 month, Mike.
What about
He's scared of Andrew.
That deal?
What about it?
We're gonna meet up.
And do what?
See, when he's confronted, Mikey always initiates the physical thing, like, oh, I can beat you up. He's been saying that he can beat, I never really invited Mike to fight. I just said, I think I could fuck him up. Yeah, we were talking, going back and forth, and he said something about me being disabled. You cannot underestimate. You don't know who can fuck anybody up. Mike doesn't understand that logic. You know what I mean? He thinks he could beat up everybody, obviously. So, yeah.
Hey, Angel.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what's crazy is we could do it for charity.
I would do it too.
I yes,
We
absolutely.
can raise money and do it for charity.
This has been talked about. This idea has been thrown around for a while now. I don't think anybody's really going to show up. Mikey is not going to show up.
I'll show up and I'll tie my right hand behind my back.
I know you would, but Mikey would not show up. As much as he gloats about, I'll show up. He'll never, even if you pay his way, even if you milk him before he gets on a plane, he'll never show up.
Physical altercation.
Why?
Because you always tell people you're gonna whoop their ass. I want you to whoop mine.
Physical. Look how fat Andrew is. He's like he has to wada wobble. He's like,
So I'm fat. I have titties.
I just want to say,
I have all that.
Gentlemen,
Mike,
have a great night.
Mike,
Oh, you're gonna rage quit, you little bitch.
No,
Mike, are you confirming the fight or not?
Bye.
God damn it!
What a pussy! Right? He'll talk about fraud.
You know what's wild, Angel?
Comes up and calls him out. This is the second time.
Go ahead.
He's threatened people before.
Oh yeah. Hey, Mr. B, thank you for that.
He should be able. He should be able to run circles around me.
I'm
a big boy. I'm 380 pounds, man. I'm 6'6", 380. He should be able to run laps around me.
Yeah, the biggest flexors, the ones that brag the most, are never what they say. You know what I mean? It's almost like high school again. You know what I mean? He's a fucking child in his head, with no
but
type
if I
of
get
IQ.
that left hook on you, if I connect with that left hook, oh boy.
Yeah. Listen, there's women in Philly that are tougher than Mike. Will fuck his ass up, and I can't pour Mikey.
He's ran like a pussy.
Those are dicks in my mouth. You done that?
Okay. Hang on. Breaking news: Mike Cerrone.
Breaking news: Mike Cerrone cry quits from the panel.
Hey, Prairie, Ladybug, Mr. B.
Yeah.
Bart.
He's got no choices to keyboard. Look, he has made it very clear that he's gonna whoop people's asses constantly.
Yep.
Why will he not whoop mine?
12 seconds later.
I want to say he said he wasn't going to go back. I believe it was you, Jake, that said, "Are you going to go back on Han Banana's channel?" And he said, "Oh, there you go. There you are." He said, "No, I'm not going back there. I'm not going back there." And the very next day, you're back on Han Banana's channel. What he's doing over there is disgusting, man.
Yeah, I see Crazy Clown around, man. I try to invite him over here. I don't know why he doesn't. You know what I mean? I get it, but shout out to Crazy Clown wherever you're at, brother.
Han Banana is a sick individual.
Have you seen me there?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, I saw you there. I saw you there the very next day. Absolutely.
Yes.
It was like a couple weeks ago.
Mike, you said
the very next day.
Over there, Mike.
Let me ask you a question. Who is the better troll?
What up, Liliana?
Is Angel having problems?
Can you hear me, Eddie?
Yeah, I can hear you quick. I think Angel is having difficulties.
Oh, I think he is. I thought it was me.
Nope, it's Angel.
Hold on, folks. Angel, if you can hear us, I don't know.
Yeah. He had technical difficulties. Hold, please.
Yeah,
I'm
hit the
hoping
like
his
button.
computer didn't do an update while he was live.
Oh, they do that shit?
Sometimes it'll initiate an update while you're live.
Man, I am stuffed, bro. I just got done eating. Holy cow. I just ate 4 baked potatoes. Damn.
What's up, Bart Robinson? Yeah, internet issues.
Yeah,
Angel said, "I'll be right back." Internet issues.
Yeah, I thought it was me.
Internet God. Angel probably had to use the bed.
Who said that? IG?
Internet God.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh boy.
Well, they ran with that fucking little rumor, didn't they?
Yeah.
When it was put out there like that, it's far from the truth. Trust me. I talked to Angel on FaceTime and shit. He walks fine and everything. All that shit is just lies, man. Slander.
You know what? You know what happens.
What?
You know, people start rumors.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I know all about it. Oh,
What's
so
up, Tommy?
well. What up, Tommy? Is it Tommy D or Tommy Trucking?
Toxic. Tommy D.
Yeah. Tommy D.
Samsonite.
Oh shit. It's beautiful outside, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the temperature up there where you're at, Eddie?
It's 66 degrees right now.
Oh shit, it's cold up there.
It was 81 this afternoon.
Oh yeah, of course. Every day. It was in the high 80s today here, and now it's probably 79.
Yeah.
Oh man, I've been working on my bike for the past couple of days, man. Fuck. Pain in the ass.
I'm getting another vehicle in February, and then after that, I'll be getting a motorcycle.
Cool. What I don't know if you want to talk about it, but I remember you saying that you had to take it was in shambles when you got there, huh?
Yeah, they smashed out 10 windows. I got to replace 10 windows.
What?
Yeah,
in the
bro.
house?
Yeah.
Wow. 32 degrees.
Mike is like, this is the worst content on YouTube. Well, go start your own channel, Mike.
Mike, eat a dick, you faggot. Fuck out of here. Nobody likes you, bro.
He just like, Mike, you're...
Huh?
Samsonite's like, you all are disgusting. Ha ha ha. Oh,
but
Mike.
Mike's here.
Mike.
And make it make sense.
Mike, you want to know something, Mike? I could
so
tie
boring.
both hands behind my back and still put you to sleep.
Yeah, I could beat him with my legs.
Yeah.
Real talk. I could do a bag of fentanyl and beat your ass, Mike.
No, don't talk about that.
No, that'll never happen. I would never do that shit. Ever.
Yeah. Oh, that's disgusting.
What?
French kissing your daddy. That's nasty.
What Mike does?
Yeah, that's what just a crazy metalhead Big Jake said. Mike French kisses his daddy. Man.
Ah, shit. Pop Fry was good. What up, Samsonite?
The show must go on.
What the hell happened?
My Wi-Fi on Fridays, man, it gets I guess the area it's what's today, Tuesday? And at night
busy. I was gonna say it ain't Friday.
But I got great Wi-Fi. It is what it is. Thanks for holding it down, guys. Appreciate
Mike,
it.
come up on panel, Mike. Come up on panel.
I'll let him up if you guys want me to. It's up to you guys.
Yeah, let him up. Let him up.
Hit the link, Mikey.
Hit the link, Mike.
Scared to come up.
Come on.
I won't even attack him.
He's too afraid. He's afraid of me.
I don't know what he's afraid of.
I'm just pissed. I'm upset with him from earlier after I saw that. Yeah, you ain't at work.
He said
if you were
he's
at work, you wouldn't be on YouTube.
He's at work.
Like what, Tommy?
He's such a bitch.
You must be at work doing nothing. Let me guess. Just sitting there eating bonbons.
I'm like, this is slamming. I'm like
Is that for?
Hold up, guys. My bad. All right, so this is obviously YouTube Crowds and Liars once again. Shout out to the chat. Happy holidays, everybody. Happy holidays to Tommy, Ladybug,
Hit
Mr.
the
B.
link, pussy.
Even you, fucking Milky Boy, Milk Duds, Milk Jugs. Happy holidays, Mike. Jingle motherfucking bells. You have no balls, so jingle bells.
Mike, Daniel.
okay, well, if you want to leave this up, no, I mean that's just nothing but hatred.
I didn't take that context.
That's just nothing but hatred. I'm not lying about anything.
But they did say that you pull out guns and porn bombs. So is that here? I'll just take the consequences, and I guess.
Have I disrespected anybody?
Only all the time. Let me check something out. Hold up. Is it the real Mike? No, that's a phony Cerrone. Okay. I'm just checking.
These are people that will follow people around. Salute. That will follow people around to harass people. They're not here to have a conversation. They're not here to bring anything to the channel. They're here to cause chaos.
I hate that word, salute.
Have fun or anything like that. So
You kind of use that a lot. Salute. You don't use it anymore, right?
I used to. Now I haven't used it since I've been back on YouTube. Not one time.
Yeah. I hit the Cash App B, nothing like that. New quick Vic altogether. Yeah, start fresh. New catchphrases like fuck you, Mikey Boobs, something like that. Something catchy.
very polarizing. I've been on YouTube for about a year and a half, and people are they're obsessed with it.
You're not
They're
polarized.
obsessed. They're obsessed with it. And it's just fun. Yeah. It's really not you, the people in chat. Look at them cursing. I was on a very.
Oh my god! Why does he do that? Why does he do that? What, dude? It sounds like you need something to soften that up a little bit, bro. You know what I mean? Some Pepto, something. You got something going on your guts.
I was on a very, very large channel, right? A large channel, and people would keep attacking me. And the owner of the channel said to me and said to them, you know, what do you...
The link, listen, I said I wouldn't listen. The link is right there. I'll drop it again, Mikey, you bitch ass. You won't come up here. And your newfound cigarettes will fuck you up verbally.
And he gave them an ultimatum. You know, if you don't stop, you're going to be gone. And then they got...
If he's doxing names, Mas, take care of that. I don't know what that is.
No, that's not doxing a name. That's a content creator name.
And these couple people.
Oh, no?
Yeah. I'm just letting you know, Angel. He's not doxing a name.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
She's a content creator.
Okay.
Who is it?
I appreciate it. It's Mike.
Mel Pandora. That's her YouTube channel. Yeah, but Mel Pandora is a channel.
He was caught doxing somebody. He denied it, but he was doxing somebody in chat while he was on panel, so he's known to do that.
And that's all it is. They got removed. Sorry.
That's a weak
Sorry
move.
you got removed. You know. But can you imagine a grown man being so butthurt over YouTube words?
Let me tell you something. Listen, that Catholic Truth channel, anybody can go up there. They don't.
Angel.
that Catholic Truth channel, anybody can go up there, bro. You know what I mean? If you like to fight, like I said earlier, it reminds me of Eli's channel, the People's Podcast. It's like you can go up there and just. I don't know why he says he's a star up there, because they just let you up because they probably don't know about your past, or they do know and don't care. So it's one of those channels that you can.
Eli knows all about it.
Yeah,
Eli knows.
I know all about chaotic truth.
Yeah, chaotic. It's in the name, Chaotic Truth. You can go up there and just basically say anything. So it's kind of crazy. I'll watch it sometimes.
It's like this is like the most ridiculous. These are grown men crying and bitching. It's like, just move on. Just move on.
He sounds like I just came to his house with a feather.
That's cool.
I think Mike likes to be tickled in strange places, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? By other men. So yeah, Mikey likes it. Mikey likes the tickling.
He likes the feather. He likes the feather.
Yeah. He likes the feel of a mustache in his neither. Never mind. I was gonna say something. Forget it before I get in trouble.
It's no big deal. But if you notice, I don't talk about that.
Hey, Kane, what's going on, Kane?
But if you notice, I don't talk about them. I don't mention them. I don't.
What up,
they're
Kane?
not even in my mind. I'm YouTube famous.
Kane Catharsis.
I'm YouTube famous.
Catharsis. Yeah, I've been practicing. Kane Catharsis. See? You see? Practice.
Yeah. But it's just funny. It's like, man, just move on. Let me tell you something. If I'm in a relationship, so everything in life is about relationship, whether you're a friend, YouTube friend, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. It's a relationship. Working.
He did a marathon, didn't he? He did like an 11, 12-hour stream, didn't he? Earlier today?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he was up there. I guess day off type stuff, you know what I mean? I thought of doing that, but it's like, I don't know. Maybe in the new year, I'll do a real long one. And a lot of preparation for that, you know what I mean? So, let's see. I don't know if I can actually... physically, I can do it, obviously. Just sitting down and just kind of just pushing buttons, but let's see what happens.
And if you basically just go away from them, listen, I'm going to go my way, you go your way. That's it. And you just walk away. But they can't stop.
What a weirdo.
They go
Fucking
crazy.
Weirdo, bro.
Because they lost. Because you're the one that disconnected and walked away. So now they're the...
Matter of fact, that reminds me of the one I made, which is pretty. It hit some good numbers over the other channel. Was it this one? Well, yeah.
I'm not sure why you pulled that stunt. I'm not sure why you... I'm very calm. I'm not upset. I'm not yelling at the person. I don't know why you pulled that stunt the other day, but that's why people don't like you. Because you have someone like myself that has a very, very powerful, impactful influence in this community.
Wait a minute. Explain what stunt first.
Let it
be quick.
That's all right. The whole Cap Gun shit. Letting Cap Gun come up and talk all that nasty shit about me, and then you start trying to talk shit about me at the same time. So why would you do that? So why would you try to grow a channel and have the most popular person
crybaby
pissed off? Why would you do that? Were you like overly drunk? Because I come on your panel, I don't have to. You know how much shit I catch for being your friend on YouTube? How much shit I catch?
I mean, you know how fucking stupid you have to be? Holy shit. We might have to send him out to the fucking clinic here, the brain clinic. Get him fucking checked out.
Shout out to YouTube Crying. All right, listen, not for nothing, but obviously I picked up a lot of his style. Obviously, he's been I've learned a lot from YouTube Crying. Seen his style, so I kind of implement. I'm not as good as them. I don't think I'll get there maybe someday, but you can see the influence there, I should say. Yeah. So it's Merry Christmas, YouTube Cars and Lives. Thanks for the content all year round almost. We appreciate it. I do. I know I appreciate your channel, brother. So thanks a lot, bro.
But now they're the hurt ex. Does that make sense? I'm gonna get you back. You can't do that, bro. They're not gonna come to my home.
Oh, Mikey, man.
Very bad for them. They can't do anything to me physically. They can't do anything to me professionally. So it's this. All they're doing is being morons. That's all they're doing.
Mikey, hit the link, Mike.
And I also know who all they are. I have their names. I have their doxes. I have their addresses. And if it continues, they're going to get harassment charges. They're going to get cyber harassment charges. They will. But I'm trying to.
Who's going to get charges and continue? You keep pretending you have a government computer and claiming this and that you can dox people and all that. That's not on your TOS. You you get yourself in a hell of a lot of trouble. Just saying that you can you can land in a clinker really quick. You keep saying that bullshit. I just said it earlier just to warn the other YouTube channels that do take him up. You better watch when he says that bullshit, man, because if you watch the YouTube Cars and Liars, the first one I played, it explains everything. So yeah, it's possible you could possibly get in trouble for sure.
Kind of leave it alone.
I would just ignore him because I'm
he's gonna get charged.
Anyway, so that's gonna
probably
their oxygen.
But hey, they call my home. They've called my family. They've sent them text, Facebook.
It sounds like the panel version.
Well, I'm a contractor, so I URL things, and I can get anyone's information.
Right there, that right there, what he just said. Am I going in and out again?
I thought anybody could get that now online if they pay one of those sites.
Yeah, it's different.
That you going out, Angel, or me?
So, and I just did it to kind of document things and to make sure,
And that was me.
Unless he's
it's cool.
Controls to my channel, in which case, subscribe.
Yeah. It's funny, though. It's funny. And it's funny. They'll make fun of me, and they'll take, like, my image, and they'll make my face, like, this big. And
hey, Telecline.
But they'll never cam up. And then when they'll cam slip once in a while, and they look like a fucking T-Rex. You're making fun of me, but you look like fucking Honey Boo Boo. Yeah. I had one person come to my house one time, and it was for the police came. It was for a welfare check, and it was called in fraudulently by somebody. They didn't realize we could trace it, and they got traced, and they haven't been on YouTube in like 9 months. They disappeared. Attempted charges. You can't do that. You can't do welfare checks or call 911 on people that there's no emergency. There's nothing going on. Yeah. I was an officer.
No.
In my 20s. And I would never wear a uniform without a firearm. Ever. I don't know how the bobbies do that. They wear police and they don't have a gun. I mean, nah. Because a taser doesn't work on most people. Sometimes the prongs don't go in and it doesn't work. And then you got to go hands-on with people.
I've got one.
It's a bad move.
I'm dead ass.
Yeah. Listen, if you fight Mike,
I'll show you to you.
You just gotta be careful that he lifts his shirt, he starts squirting you with his fucking boobies. That shit can blind you.
Get it.
For life.
Chocolate milk, strawberry milk, please. Chocolate milk, strawberry milk, please. You good, Angel? You having internet issues again? Oh boy. Quick.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
I think Angel's having internet issues again.
Again? Hold on a second. I'm gonna go get this taser and show you. Tell me if you would let somebody touch you with this, Eddie. Hold on.
I've been tased before. Village people. Angel is having technical difficulties.
Watch this. Watch this, you guys.
Don't pull that up on camera. Don't. Don't show it on camera.
Why?
TOS.
For a taser?
Unless Angel's fine with it. Okay.
No. Yeah, that's it.
What,
That's
a stun gun?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Oh,
that's
shit,
it.
I
It's a
didn't
weapon.
know that.
It's a weapon. Yeah. Anything that can be harmful, even a knife or even one of those bowie knives. You got to be careful. They tighten up on a lot of things. You got to read your you got to read the rules, the TOS stuff. Get you in trouble for sure. People
Angel,
that
you
don't
want
know
to see
anyway.
something? You want to see something cool, bro? I don't know if you have one. You know what a diffuser is? Huh?
What? Did you say
that
something?
for vapes?
Do you know what a diffuser is? Look.
Daggy boy,
See
a
that thing?
diffuser.
Yeah, see that?
Let me blow it up. Let me put it. Hold up.
Put it center screen.
So I got you. So
See
what is that?
See the smoke coming out? The vapor?
Oh, it's okay. That's it. So you can breathe better. That's
Not
a
only
vapor.
that, it puts a nice scent in the. Look at this. I got another one right there. See it? The little one. It puts a nice scent in the room. These are all the oils I have. See all the different oils?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It's real nice.
Especially if you smoke.
I love this shit.
Especially if you smoke, right?
I don't smoke in the house.
Right. Well, that's right. You vape
No,
anyway.
no.
That's right. Hey, Daggy Boy, what's going on? Daggy Boy, shout out to Daggy Boy. Rinky Lifestyle, what's going on? Rinky. Drop your
Drop the
links,
link.
guys.
See if a couple people want to come up. Hit the link, y'all.
Hit the link. Hit the link.
Hit the link. Hit the stinky link.
If not,
do the stinky leg.
I gotta
do the stinky leg.
The stinky leg.
You remember the stinky leg? I remember the stinky leg. I'm not too old to not remember the stinky leg.
You know, Latin Pain had people doing the stinky leg. That shit was hilarious.
Crazy shit. You serious?
Yeah, he's a nut.
That's funny.
He's a nut. Because Liddy was doing that shit. I don't think you know who Liddy is. Oh, shit.
Angel.
Yeah.
My video, man.
What video?
What video?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna tell you what's going on. Hold up. Let me do this real quick.
How you doing, man?
Let me pause this.
To John Cena, right? To John Cena.
I'm gifting Quick Vic a laptop, which basically YouTube gifted me. So I'm just passing it on. So once I'm in the process of emptying everything from that computer to my new laptop. Once I do that, I can get back to editing. What I've been doing, I've been putting music to old templates, the same template. I'm just replacing the music, so I haven't been really editing. So.
Okay, I didn't know.
How are you getting along with that, Angel?
And I'll be back up and going in a few months. You know what I mean? Hopefully. But I'll have it. I already got the music. You sent me the music already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It should be in my files now.
I have jacked me off a few times.
I have a
he
new
wants
song.
to promote.
Yeah, I heard it. You've been playing it lately, right? It's pretty cool, man.
No. I have a new song.
Oh, you have a new one? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, you got. Yeah, you got to send it to me. Sure.
I will.
All right.
Love,
Angel, how's
peace,
that
all these
coming
positive
along?
things. But then he starts.
Almost done. You got to return it to me. I haven't even called him. He's got to bring it. He's supposed to bring it back a couple of days ago. Yesterday, I think it was. I'll give him a call afterwards. See where he's at with it.
Cursing at people. Oh.
Says the Bible don't matter, bro.
He's like, let's start calling.
Hold up.
Look at me. I
Dude,
buck
I
the
got
system.
2
I always
weeks
buck.
left here.
I'm the out one. You know, I'm always like out of.
Yeah, I was telling somebody about that. Now that we're here, I don't know if you want to talk about it openly, but it's up to you.
Oh, I don't care.
Now,
Yeah,
Eddie,
I leave here the 28th.
but so the what I was Vic is talking about is that once he leaves that place where he's at, I think he doesn't have any. Do you have somewhere to stay now, Vic? After you leave there, or that's changed?
I don't know where I'm gonna be yet. I don't know yet.
But they can't just throw you out on the streets.
Oh no, I'm not gonna be homeless. But
All right,
I don't know.
right.
But if somebody in the chat has it?
What's that?
The computer.
No. That's a friend. That's actually a family member, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
It's Christmas time. Everybody's busy. You know what I mean? So like I said, I gave it to him. I think what was it? Last Thursday when I talked to you, or Thursday or Friday. Picked it up. He was here for a while. Took it, but I haven't called him back. So
if worse comes to worse, I could probably have you send it to my brother's, but his mailbox ain't big.
It's just a matter of like I said.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
For sure, we'll figure it out, man. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what y'all doing? That's not a great topic right now, I guess, for you. But obviously, I'm gonna be with a whole bunch of Christmas. Yeah, I mean, Christmas to me is like to me, I enjoy Christmas for the most part. You know what I mean? Obviously, when you have grandkids and stuff, but for the adults, it's not like before. You know what I mean? Since I don't drink anymore, that part of Christmas, I don't really participate. The drinking part, the hanging out till 4 a.m. and partying. Not to say that I don't miss that part. I miss it a little bit, I guess. But yeah, thank God for grandkids, man.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Talking about that is what I'm shocked about is my aunt and uncle, even at my age, still get me Christmas gifts.
Really? Yeah.
Oh,
I got
we did the same shit, Eddie.
Yeah.
You guys seen my Christmas videos? My ex-old lady, she went all out. Every Christmas, she goes all out, dog. Everybody gets gifts.
Yeah. It's basically a bunch of kids. It's opening presents and stuff like that. Somebody asked me that we're talking cousin. I think he's like he's like a second cousin. He almost like a friend of the family, but he kind of grew up with me. He was telling me that he was asking me, has Christmas changed? And I'm like, changed how? Christmas is Christmas. Then he started talking about the people making money. Well, that's always been. It's at just a larger scale.
Yep. So
we evolved into this commercialized Christmas, but that's always been. It's what you make of it. You know what I mean? So I still like the presents that are handmade. I tell my grandkids all the time, make me a present instead of buying me a present. It has more feeling. I appreciate it more. You know what I mean?
More sentimental value.
It's coming from Yeah, exactly. Something that I can, keep in a box somewhere. When I look at it, it brings me memories. So, yeah. And some people, Miss Boo says,
it warms your heart.
Yeah. Some people don't celebrate Christmas altogether because of a passing away of a family or a friend. Yeah.
But what she does is what's amazing. I do the food give out presents. That's it.
Giving food out. Yeah.
I love food.
Yeah,
what are you giving out for food?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'll drive by for some food.
And some people. And I shit you not, Eddie. There's people that that I still know that they don't celebrate Christmas because of a passing of a dear family member, be it a husband, a wife, God forbid, whatever else. But and they don't celebrate Christmas because to them and talking to people, that is that because they spent Christmas with those people and it's not the same and it will never be the same. There's no replacing people. You see what I'm saying? While Christmas will move on and the world moves on, some people, it's not being stuck. It's no, oh well, you get over it. It's not that. You can't it's like you can't tell people, oh, just get over it. It's not that simple.
No, it's not. It's not at all. There's things in life that it takes time to move forward, but not get over. You'll never get over certain things.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's just finding the strength to move forward and push on.
Forward. In time. Healing.
Yep.
Yeah. I found this in the archives, guys. Remember this? It's such a good. That's Rudy Mabusa. But this was funny though. Yeah, it just cracked me up. That was Rudy, made by Rudy. Honey bees in the house. What's going on, honey bees?
What up, honey
Good
bees?
to see everybody. But what I always say during Christmas, and I don't know about the other cities, here in Philly, just be careful out there. There's a lot of fucking knuckleheads that still drink and drive and do the dumb shit. Thank God for Ubers and stuff like that are out there now. You don't have to really drive. You don't have to anymore. So, don't get behind the wheel if you're drinking, for sure, man.
Nope, don't.
Bad move for you. Bad move for the other person. So,
Dude, and don't get into an altercation either.
I know people get into fights.
I will tell you, when I was a bouncer on Christmas Eve, everybody would come out and party and stuff like that, right? And then after midnight, when it's time to go home and everything like that, people start, getting into arguments after the club and want to beat up each other and stuff like that. And I'm like,
it's a liquid courage. Liquid courage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I call it. Some people just can't drink. Just the moment they hit a buzz, they want to fight. They want to. We call it ramming. They start ramming. You know what I mean? Picking arguments, bro. I can't stand people like that. I get away from people like that.
Yep.
I've been around people like that all my fucking life, bro. People that drink and want to pick fights. Is like, dude. And when they sober up, they actually, Then that's when I really really handle that situation. I don't really. I've had my I don't want to say my run-ins with people that drink, especially, obviously people that you care about. But the best way to handle that, wait till they're sober. Then you grip them the fuck up. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Prairie. That's any bar. But I just don't understand it on Christmas Eve. And then after the bars close at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, it's Christmas Day now. Yeah, I'd be focused on getting home.
I don't understand the whole Christmas in a bar anyway. I can understand maybe single people. I can understand maybe a New Year's being celebrated at a club or something. But Christmas at a bar or a nightclub is kind of odd to me. To be honest with you, Eddie,
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
But the two busiest days of the year is Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve.
Yeah. New Year's, I think I spent the New Year's at, I want to say about, a long time ago. And it was at a club and it was fun and all that. But at the same time, it was dangerous getting home. So, you know what I mean?
Yep.
A lot of traffic, a lot of fighting out there. So I'd rather just be old school with it, just just fall back, let people cook. Everybody brings a plate. The people that drink, they drink real discreetly. They do it real. They handle it very well, and they don't get into scuffles or anything like that. It's not that I don't allow drinking. Is that I just don't want it in front of the children and the people that are probably going through something like not they don't want to drink anymore, and and they're going through some process.
You should have seen it one night, Angel. You should have seen it one night at the club. So the club I used to work at has a set of doors, then an entryway, and then another set of doors, right? Well, in that entryway, 8 people were brawling in that entryway. And I'm in the middle of it, peeling people off of each other, right? And I didn't get hit once. And then afterwards, people are like, dude, you're crazy. You're in the middle of that, just peeling people off. And I'm like, yeah, because they can't be doing that.
Yeah.
It was the wildest thing. I'm like, good thing I didn't get hit because I would have felt bad for the person that hit me.
I thought it's the bouncing by default. What I mean by that,
internet issues again.
The bartending school and became a mixologist, but behind a bar sometimes it required me to jump over the fucking bar and stop fights too, because the bouncers were sometimes overwhelmed and sometimes they were like a free-for-all. Obviously the bartenders have to jump in. The girls duck and the men do what they got to do. So I kind of yeah, that's what happens.
What,
you know, the beer starts
what
flying,
club
the beer
did you
bottles,
work
the girls duck.
at, Angel? What club did you work at?
I worked in a lot of clubs here. So, well, more bars than clubs, to be honest. I worked at a couple big clubs, but it was more, I worked in a couple of holes in the wall starting, you know what I mean? Just kind of
Did you like bartending?
I guess. I loved it, bro. I loved it. Before that, I didn't know how to express myself with people. I didn't know how to, customer service type shit. Yeah, I was kind of rough by the way I just talked and stuff like that, and that kind of taught me how to communicate. So, if anything, yeah. And later on in life, when I became a union rep, it kind of helped me with that too. The fact that you gotta communicate somehow. You got to be a certain way, especially to be a bartender. You're dealing with drunk people, and drunk people are very sensitive. Okay, so yeah, you got to be careful what you say sometimes. You know what I mean? Watch your. Yeah. Listen, if anything, the bartending is shot. It's to me a lot of things that I saw. A lot of people got hurt. I seen men, women. I seen marriages break up, and it's good. It's good and bad and everything. But I seen a lot of horrible shit too.
My second week working at this club, there was a fight between 2 females. One of the females was the shot girl, or the cocktail waitress, you would say, and a customer, right? And the customer initiated it, and I had to get involved, and I couldn't grab the cocktail waitress and move her from the club. So I grabbed the other girl, and I carried her like a football outside the club.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
And then I stood her up on her feet. I stood her up on her feet and said, it's time to go.
Yeah, it was very few times that I threw fists or punches or strikes. It was basically grabbing people and just fucking hauling them out, basically. And, But very few times that I think I was told not to try to avoid swinging at people because that can result into lawsuits and stuff like that. But I was really good at hauling people the fuck out. Yeah, I was.
When I first started bouncing 20 years ago, you couldn't physically put your hands on people to remove them out of the club.
No.
But then they passed a law that you could. You just couldn't hurt them.
Yeah. Well, you got to think about it. They're drunk. They're defenseless in a way. Yeah, they're really aggressive when they're drunk. But you can actually fuck somebody up if you're sober, and that person could be a fighter. But if they're drunk, you could probably take them because they're inebriated. You know what I mean? So here in Philly, I've seen people kind of get fucked up and then wind up in court for it. So it's better just to drag them out and try to.
That's what I would do. I would grab them up and remove them off the premises.
Yeah.
Get them outside and let them go.
And then the trespass warning. Once you trespass them, that's it. And then they come back. Obviously, they get locked up. So yeah.
I had one guy, boy, I thought it was going to get bad. I thought it was going to get real bad.
I had some scary ones.
He threatened to pew me, right?
Uh-huh.
And I had him hemmed up against the wall. And I'm looking out of my peripheral vision, and I see a couple of my friends there, and they're open carrying, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm not worried now. I'm like, so if he's carrying, which I hope he's not, because if he is, that means somebody let him in the club with one.
Right.
So, I have a good night, Quick Vic.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still in chat. Okay.
There's always a knucklehead that's going to pull a weapon or something like that, and sometimes people do use it. You got to be careful. It's not all
you got to
fun
be
and games
very
sometimes.
careful, especially in a constitutional carry state like where I was living.
Yeah. That's a fact. That's a super fact. Well, anyway, Eddie, I got to get out of here. I appreciate you, my brother.
No
Thank
knives.
you so much. Have a wonderful Christmas, and I'll come back before New Year's and all that stuff. And for Christmas, I don't know what my plans, but Eddie, drop your link. Eddie Spike, thank you so much for coming in here. Quick, thank you, Miss Boo. God bless you, sweetie. Nothing but love for you. Honeybees,
Have a good night.
Prairie. Who else? Everybody, Bart. Everybody, Rinky. Daggy Boy, everybody that came in here tonight, thank you so much. Hit the like button for Angel Newfound Life. I appreciate you guys. I think I'm going to leave you with the same thing I came in with, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to play lately. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I
Have a
kind of like that.
great night, everybody.
Yeah, I kind of like that Eminem. And thank you, Ladybug. I appreciate you. Have a Merry Christmas. I like the Eminem LL Cool J it's kind of funky. So thank you guys. I'll be right back, guys. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. MWO for life. Let me play this on the way out. I just wanted to hear this one more time. Okay. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Miss Boo. I appreciate it. Rest in peace, Kiwi. Thank you, everybody. Maybe Spike will go live soon. I'll catch you over there, guys. See you later, all right, guys? Be good to each other. All right. Peace, love, MWO, boat life.